Everybody's here. Nobody's late. Well, 11 minutes late. I was here. Steve came in a bit late. We can understand that. Steve does something very important for us every week. And to be honest, right, waking up around 3 to 4 a.m. just to record this podcast for you guys, you know, got to give him a round of applause for Steve. Come on.
Father of the month.
Round of applause for Steve. For the month of April, right? We're not there. You're not even up to half of April. You don't
I saw this ADC
I'm
people
campaigning. I'm campaigning now, bro. I'm campaigning.
Steve Tinubu.
Is your name on the ballot box?
ST.
You don't even know if your name is going to be on the ballot box yet. You don't the
Steve Tinubu. That's the name of this episode. Steve Tinubu. ST.
You know the craziest thing
now.
Okay. You know the craziest video I saw this week or the last week.
Yeah.
I saw homeboy with black coffee.
We go get there. It's part of the topic. It's part of the topic.
Shout out to everybody.
Yes. We got Steve Tinubu in the building. Yeah, round of applause for him again. Guys, let me tell you, I woke up earlier to look at the scripts. This man was in the late hours of the night in his abode working on this script. Gotta give him some props, man. Come on, man. Thank you very much, Mr. Didi. Now, the context and the content of the scripts, that's another thing entirely. But that he spent his energy doing it is something we have to applaud. So let's start from there. But now vibe. Ayo is here early. Ayo, no family meetings today?
Not that I know of.
None that you know of?
Yes, no.
None that you know of?
Nothing on the WhatsApp group, so I believe all is well. If they carry and go Facebook and their business with that one.
How many family WhatsApp group do you have? You know, they now have like subsections. Some uncles go open their own section.
It's only one. I don't have time for all those extended. No, it's only one.
Yeah.
Anybody else to talk to me, send me Instagram message or WhatsApp direct message, please.
Fantastic. Can I ask a question? Do you guys update your WhatsApp status?
Never. I did once, and the people that were now sending me messages, people I've not spoken to in years, are like, bro, I can't do this, fam. I can't do this.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, everybody's WhatsApp status is on mute. All my contacts, their WhatsApp status is on mute, so I don't see it.
I don't understand what you mean it's on mute because I don't go to the update section. I'm talking about that update section that people then put their status. You know what I mean?
Yes, but you know it pops
like
up.
The feed, pops up where? Sorry.
It's not a pops up, but it gives you there's a notification on your WhatsApp somewhere that shows you that people are updating their WhatsApp status, and I don't want to see it. So I just go ahead and I just mute everybody's status, so I don't say anything.
Interesting. The only thing I use here in WhatsApp is the chat function. Of course, the communities function. I don't even go there because we are constantly in our community, in all the groups, chit-chatting, you know. Some of the groups have more love than other groups anyways. But the update section, I think the only thing I was going there to check at one point was the channels. And that's because there's a Athletic Manchester United channel, right? And I get like some
I used to go to
updates from
channels
there.
once in a while too. Yeah.
You know, but that's the only channel. Then I started to find out that a lot of Nigerian content creators have channels there.
Yeah.
Right? Because this whole thing is integrated through Facebook and all of that. So I was seeing like Brain Jotter, you know, a lot of Nigerian content creators, they actually create that channel and this is like access to like people, you know, this is the closest way people can actually reach them or get close to them. You understand?
Yeah.
So they post content there and all of that. And because it's created in a way where you can disable people commenting in the chat function, right? In the channels function rather. People can't chat, they can only just respond with emojis.
Yeah.
I think it's actually good. Everybody's here. Like I'm seeing Premier League, Olivia Rodrigo, etc. How does loose talk? It's just that our loose talk people don't even send all these things. They just want to listen.
I don't think we are part of that. I don't think it's for us. I don't think when Facebook made that function, they thought of loose talk.
It's actually very mainstream as well, and we were niche.
Very mainstream.
Yeah,
even anything on Facebook and WhatsApp is mainstream. Very too mainstream, safe.
I don't think we should even be talking about having a channel if we're not even on Facebook. And we're not on Facebook.
We're not even on TikTok, we are saying Facebook. So it's not for us. So don't bother yourself.
Yeah, won't bother at all. Let me just keep it moving. But it's interesting to see like there's a whole different world here, and people are just communicating. Roblox is here. Everything is here. Everything is here, and they update every other day or every day. Well. We're here, guys, and it's another episode. We've not started, anyways. Officially not started. You guys want to get anything out of the way before we start the show?
No.
No, not really.
Nothing. Everybody's down to business here.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up. Okay. Guns are blazing.
Guns are blazing. Everybody down to business. Now, wow. I thought we would even have some small bands, but okay. Yeah, let's keep it cute. Let's us start what we have come in the room to do.
Let's start what we have come into the room to do.
Oh shit.
Fuck it.
Reminiscent building. So sick. Let's do this. Yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, come, might be weary, yeah, about me, man. Oh, my jet talk, be more shit about they be by. These niggas can't say, I'm gonna let them worry about it. Ain't no changing God's way. Get on my grind every day, also be a laru. Reminisce, Rebeleko Khalid Shafaru. Now I'm getting paper, these niggas trying to talk shit. Say I hell fraudsters, mad nigga, fuck it. My lyrics on the rampage, one get a package. Street for me, advantage. Mother be on my garage, or I do damage. Timo cost, BS, don't look what is at the bandage. I'm a fucking savage. Get it how I get it, spin it how I spin it. Rope well, you timber choose, them my fucking business. If it ain't about money, just job all over for me. Man, I let my act up, and my baby is on me. Reminisce a ruku, or you boy any gangster. Mo walk well, our lion, our young Mufasa. I get it on every day. What these niggas trying to say? Get it on every day. What these niggas trying to say? And you look for and die for. Haha, that's it, Thomas. And die for. Ow! Lush and die for. Yeah, enemies and die for. Show me your to wala lago, Shasi Bado, Goma, Tabo. Anybody crew the papa, we so far gone. Moke EMC stay on Jade, Dragon. Wanna know the truth? Lil King shit butter, spent most of my youth chilling in the gutter, smoke a lot of kush. That's why I start on Mule no Lori juice. Gotta take care of my daughter. Mo fe roof living kodu. Versace ni boju. Nike kunu close at the ruwanle. Boju. Jordan ni mo fin bori. Gucci mo fin tele. Everything crisp. History one levy pele. 1, 2. Tell me what you gon' do. Oti bu ila obai. Oti blow egg boju. Mo duro dasiko mi gito blow. Mi o konju. Kile beso te ba iju. Ke kilo ni bonds you. O pe go lori bench go to start shit. Confirm by. Oh no, she blow big Gangnam style. Gbogbo bullshit tí ó kàn mí. Ó máa forí kodo bá lọ fi wọ́n sí lọ́ọ̀ mi. I get it on every day. What these niggas trying to say? Get it on every day. Let's start. What these niggas trying to say? And you look for and die for. That's it, Thomas. And die for. Ow! Lush and die for. Yeah, enemies. So sick.
You're now listening to Lassa.
I see my name. Let's start.
I know good in came and then be the good as yourself. Baba Millie, you do it. B-Banks. Fuse.
Lion méjì ti wọlé, ìyá ìyẹn gan pa. No weapon fashion against me shall prosper. Get a young sọ̀gàn náà, kò ní dá fún daddy yìí. Our skyrocket every day, ṣe àbàdì yìí.
Yo, eyes of a god, mind of a killer. And then when I'm a dream, one I go gamma miller. What an answer, wouldn't me where you come me now. But I keep moving now, up on the mindset of a winner, huh?
Ìbílẹ̀ to the fullest, Basashi lórí Ankara. Street boy, let me moshi manja bread and Ankara.
And I think I can be, okay, we send a bit. A hammer, I call up behind it to see my quick.
Twin of the step up by look palebe. Flora get me daddy shocking, she like whoever. Flow me that be broken, but to go the I am FFP. Flow me them as bad I walk, flow me that's with
Yeah, I talk money, you talk bitches, we're so different. When I go on a moloko, you have no witness. If I value big good to Bali, I got one and again the big for all man. I put on let my hand.
And you can be Jayawadi, yeah, the query. All my niggas spell full, I want to be ready. And the query drop 2 kings, all those ready. Manager me query run show, all those are ready.
This two with a clock and I make your mom dance your downfall. Man, I woke up and okay, I let bygone to be bygone. Your man could like can I wobble Tygon or what's up Nissim Wakacha when I get my mic on.
I'm a team made of black demon gay. Everybody just they come like 50 shades of grey. I like Baratic by a wall, yes, come on, my girl. That's on the show, go up for Gucci, the black, but okay. I'm a line, yeah, bet. I'm a line for a bet. That's why they come in, but I call for my coffee. Okay, babe, don't do me deciding. I ain't fucking with you niggas, cause you're not in my league.
I see white and gold, you see black and blue. In my tiny mobile, take you black and blue. What your dues, don't blow my views, my joy lose, all your rights, go walk up and boo. If you let hobby boys is to pull out. Hit that money rock, money may your baby, we pull out. Men who be engineers, I'm a guess and the pro tools. And has them there are no rules. I'm a motherfucking vet, and they know I run the game like a motherfucking vet. Now what is animals, like a motherfucking vet. With the champ, we don't even need a motherfucking belt.
Guarantee she might give up but doing yak below. Christmas if I let me love you, best it don't get below. All you fake niggas, gay niggas, get on my way niggas. I ain't fucking with you niggas, no I'm not gay. Bitch, I'm now I say I got me the bullet economy. The boys so fly, get rid of them economy. I tell them I'm not gonna know say yeah economy. But now we must spend look at me economy. Anybody, yeah, anybody, tell anybody go.
He got passa here, he got talk here. Now what's the quaggy, he got talk here. He got passa here, he got talk here. I never wanna boy, Hannah Bachada. Look boy, Hannah buzzing feel yeah. And nobody moving till I say so. I saw a guy, Hannah buzzing feel yeah. And nobody moving till I say so. I didn't matter at all, that's how we roll. Got a lot of niggas in my payroll. In my nine backroads on our main road. Keep the Versace before what 10 toes. Hey, asking all them hard, na men want a soul. Back on a mother, I pitch go on the cool. Come a son and then we go my petrol. They go black on black on black, that's how we roll. Yeah, one now I'm how about them no agree. Senanje, IMT, John with the rap degree. Now when you name my boost, the part of my family tree. How come now the system lock the game down? I'm 243. Man, see, Munachimuso, I never walk alone. I can say with the game and what I'm at to and what I'm clone. What is not so more they encourage me, I can what I'm phone. Boss and my friends, see a couple now I'm in my zone. He got passa here, he got talk here. Okay. Now with the quaggy, he got talk here. He got passa here, he got talk here. Okay. One never wanna buy look boy, Hannah buzzing feel yeah. And nobody moving till I say so. I said my guy, Hannah buzzing feel and nobody moving till I say so. Yeah, I'm a chaotic the way in say kunja. Happy old ways, I'm off that, bust that. The difference between me and them, I'm heading to the Hall of Fame. They're stuck in the Hall of Shame. Speak now and forever hold your peace. I'm on the power, I got on them to the list. My nigga tour, he getting young, repeat. East and finna preach, live with the priest. Since I broke the rule, it can never be fixed. And the chokuno can get bunega fair without receipt. I'm on a city, bulun kegibiam pia the least. As long as I'm running the game, no 2 F's about your list, huh? Had you anonymous, Anna Tohacho, on the Pine War Party 2, man, Anna Koyako, Okumono, Balo, Yamano, I just saw shout out to my family, Fana, Loco, Anna Samaso. Eyes on God, one day happen quite lock. If your time never come yet, you quite go to the clock. He ain't trying to change, so I have to put in work till my mama told me it's my season, she can feel my rain coming. And then, hey, if you know football, all around about, Sim go rap till I'm the rappers rap about. Hey, Kita Hassan, I'm mega well, back then, half can on a studio, Jilin Nemi, who are Sim. He got passa here, he got talk here. Now with the quaggy, he got talk here. He got passa here, he got talk here. One never wanna boy, Hannah Bachada. Yo boy, Hannah buzzing feel yeah. And nobody moving till I say so. I said one guy, Hannah buzzing feel yeah. And nobody moving till I say so. And nobody moving till I say so. my bello. Oh, a guy from the block, I'm busy jello.
Penthouse.
Ndimina chase me amobi. For those you know to the boys, I can't have my hobby. My kanda pota mua boyena ma batobi. Cause I love him, oh my phone, you know, I can't see mobi. I mean, the hustle of my life now, deserve the glory. Kitana pozo one is him now, can I put it down? For don't not take a one no kawe bamu baby. Manokum kani una suka jenu on a daily. I made my mark, my city never forget me. And when I'm gone, I know they will write a story about me. All of them, they rap me. Ndina wanna see I got not seeing when Bobby get behind me. I seen a man the great and see I watch me. Now I just can't every day they launch me. Get a nana and a mirror, all I see is fresh me. Back then happen can not see you. Chilling at me, I said, he got pasta here, he got top here. Down at the party, he got top here. He can have one to an hour go here. When the dress and I'm going up today. Hatching I had it hot, I ain't a local here. I ain't a wild the facts, I ain't a corner here. He man, yeah, you put the man on a church here. Major bands.
Let's start.
You're now listening to Loose Talk.
Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast. It's Loose Talk, baby. You know how we do it here. The favorite podcast, your favorite podcast in the whole wide world. Yes, we are back. Once a week, we give you guys some of the best. What do we give you guys, Seth? We help you guys with your mental health. Let's just put it like that. We're uncertified therapists who help you guys with your mental health. And please don't sue us if anything goes wrong.
Except when we talk about Nigeria.
Except when we talk about Nigeria. No, it's coping. It's cope. We help you guys cope. We help everybody cope. Whether you're in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, we help you guys cope. You can't run away from from Nigeria's problem. So we just help you guys cope. That's what we do. That's basically what we do. All right. That is it. So welcome to another episode of your podcast. I have with me, of course, the usual suspects, the usual guys, they're not usual guys. They're not regular guys, but they're the usual suspects. I have with me the Lim of Extreme Podcasters here. Of course, Africa's. When are you expanding this territory? It's still Africa. When are you expanding? When are you starting your colonial journey, Aya?
Don't worry. When Coachella gives me like an invite to cover Coachella, there, it's gone. It's going.
Okay, fair enough. I have with me Africa's #1 pop culture curator, Ayomide Tayo II. And of course, I have with me, he's already raising his hand. I don't know why, but he is the lead researcher, Mr. Steve Dede. Yes.
I know when Ayo is going to. I know when Ayo is going to go global. When he renews his passports.
Which has been renewed.
When did you renew it?
Last month.
just tell me you did the 10 years.
Of course. Excuse me. In Nigeria.
That's the 62-page booklet, right?
I'm sorry.
I want to start the process of renewing mine now.
If there's 20 years, I'll do safe.
Yeah, you're dreading it, right, Steve?
I am, but
how's the embassy in which embassy are you going to go to in Canada?
It's in Ottawa. It's a Nigerian embassy. It's in Ottawa. It's like 4 hours away from me. But I believe they do contactless now. I'm going to try that because I have time. So let's see how it goes.
The website and everything, right? But for those
everything also.
Oh, I wanted to ask if nobody has a passport because okay, but everybody, how did they get here? How did they get there in first place?
Everybody has a passport.
Fair. You know the thing that what Steve just said. You know the thing about Canada that trips me is whenever you talk to people, Nigerians in Canada, and they say, "Oh, I'm going to this place," and you hear 6 hours, 5 hours.
They're all far away from each other.
It's too big, my brother.
And the thing I learned about Canada is that only like the minority of the country is where people live. That majority of the country is still like empty. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, like
how fucking big is this country?
It's too big.
It's huge. It's huge. It's like America. It's just huge. It's just huge.
15-hour journey. 15-hour way. I'm not going to Sambisa.
North America is just big. Yeah.
It's big. The big ass continent.
You have all that land. You have people who are industrialists. It's going to work.
It's going to work, yeah.
And that's why they are very big on immigration. They need a lot of people in the country for it to work.
It needs population. It needs people,
population. And it needs people
and the young population. People are going to work and contribute to the economy. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's all. And that's why when I look at Nigeria, right? and I'm sorry I'm bringing it down like now, but I look at Nigeria and look at the landmass we have and how we are not even taking advantage of that geographically. You know, the landmass, the amount of space we have, and how we can also become, industrial.
Industrial too, yeah. Yeah.
I was reading up on something and watching something, and one guy was breaking down how even with the aid Africa is getting, it's hard for Africa to escape some of these poverty lines and other things, right? To the point where we don't need this anymore because the aid is actually causing more of a problem.
But more.
And the guy said, he'll break it down. He broke it down. He said, when other people receive aid, they receive aid towards specific industries to grow those industries. Yeah. And then with the growth of those industries, you can then become
develop the economy.
Yeah, you can become self-sufficient, viable to a place where you can then trade internationally. But the aid African countries receive, hampers their growth. How?
Yes.
He said a clear example is the textile industry, right? That most of the entries into like how countries like China or Britain started like industrialization was through textile.
Yes.
You start off with textile. It's the easiest barrier to entry. You start off with textile, and then you start moving to like other things, machinery, metal, whatever.
Plastic,
right?
whatever. Yeah.
But like textile is the place to start off with because it's a necessary need for clothing.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Basic human need.
Africa has a problem with textile, setting up their textile industry because Africa keeps getting donated clothes. Do you understand? So he cited, I think it was Ghana he cited, right? Where he said, because of the amount of used clothes
that come into the country,
right? It has damaged the economy in a way where consumers are just going for those clothes and they are not patronizing the
locally made ones,
the local textile, the end product of the textile industry. And so textile industries are shutting down because everybody's just going for used clothes, which are cheaper, blah, 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 right?
Damn.
Do you understand? Like, so that's humanitarian good that you think is happening.
Is hampering the growth of an industry.
So Rwanda actually shut their borders and said they are not receiving any humanitarian help or anything.
Listen,
right?
I agree with that strategy.
So Rwanda shut down their border to improve their textile industry, right? Because if you don't even start with textile industry, you can't start going into other industries. It's the easiest place to start and then have the scope of knowledge, whatever, then go into other places. So Rwanda shut it down. You won't believe what happened. Do you know that there's an association of used clothes in America that supplies used clothes to other countries? There's it's called the Secondhand Something Association. I'll try and get it for you guys. Do you know they are now raising and lobbying that Rwanda has to unban
that you must accept the clothes?
Yes. My brother. See, there's some things happening. The
world must have a beggar.
I'm like, Steve is searching it. You will laugh. There's some things happening in the world.
It's like a comedy skit.
Where for me in Nigeria, I'm like, what are lawmakers? Let me put it like this. There's a lot of lobbying that we are not even aware that is happening in Nigeria, that our lawmakers are being targeted either through compromise, through bribery, through influence, through their children. Do you understand? And then they're just passing these laws and somebody wants to raise. So first of all, they are not even raising anything. See how the textile industry can receive a kind of boom if you just ban used clothes coming in. But there's a demon behind that used clothes coming to your country.
An organized industry demon.
How Europe underdeveloped Africa, the book by Walter Rodney, even specifically mentioned this textile industry thing.
Are you serious?
Exactly. Mention it too as like part of the colonial structures that's preventing industrialization.
That's a it could be a stupid question. Is it that our lawmakers have not read that book? Is it? Well, People that went to didn't go to school.
It's very easy to say. It's very easy to say. No.
It's very easy. But you know why they've read it? Maybe they've read it and they ignore it because they're also a beneficiary of the colonial system. As it is the broken system.
Of the broken system. Yeah, so it favors them like this. Yeah, it favors them.
Yeah. So and I agree with Osagie's summation, because at the end of the day, aid will not solve our problem.
Bro,
aid will not solve it.
Clearly seen.
It will never solve it.
It will never solve anything. In fact, the people giving you that aid, they understand why they have to give you that aid. It's a necessity for them.
Because they need you to be in that role.
Africa's solution has to be from Africa. If you're expecting handout from anybody, it's not going to happen because they want that structure to remain. Definitely.
The two countries we just need to follow, right? Steve has been saying this, one of them, Singapore and China.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. But see,
simple.
Guys, we're ready for some parts and we're not ready for some parts. That's the problem. That's how we can move forward.
I'm ready for all the parts. Let me tell you how I'm ready, how I came to that realization.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind Tinubu winning the next election and installing himself for a third term.
Okay, first of all, big disclaimer here. Loose Talk and by extension, Global Village has not received any message from APC.
No.
Or their subsidiaries or affiliations.
Tongue-in-cheek comment.
I'm fucking with you. I'm
You know, but at the end of the day, too, Singapore didn't do it through democracy. We have to point that out.
Yes,
that's your point. I understand what you're saying.
It's very important. It's very important that we make that distinction.
Sorry, guys. That's why I said we're not ready.
Exactly. I understand what you're saying.
We're ready for some parts. We're ready for the industrialization. Are we ready to kick religion out? Are we ready to do what China did? 996. Are we ready?
Yeah.
9 in the morning to 9 at night, 6 days a week.
Grinding.
Are we ready?
Grinding.
Are we ready to do it because we know the future of our children and our children's children is secure? That's what China did. Go and read about the 996 system. 9 in the morning to 9 in the evening to 9 at night, 6 days a week. Can you do it?
I don't even think.
Bro, I was working in a Chinese-owned company in Nigeria, right? I think I've told you guys before. Saturday, they come to work.
Bro, you don't need to tell me.
It's part of their contract. The Chinese guys are at work on Saturday. It's not I can't come to work. They dress up and everything. You know, Saturdays, they might just chill. But they come to work and they work from that 8 to 4. So by habit, I started going to work as well. Just by habit, because my workplace is not far. I was staying in Ogudu. I work in Ikeja. 15 minutes on a Saturday. Come on, like 10 minutes. You drive, you are there already.
Hold up, no, yeah.
I show up. I might leave at 2, but by habit, because my organ, my colleagues, they were.
Your bosses are there. Yeah.
Decisions will be made. I don't want to be learning by Monday. Oh, we said this. I'm at work. And guess what? It improved. It is the number 1 financial platform in Nigeria now.
Definitely.
It's work. Are we ready?
We're
not ready.
It's work.
I think
we're not ready.
I think we need to take a look at not even just China and Singapore.
Yeah.
How Asia was able to do it. You look at a country like Japan, coming off the Second World War.
Two nuclear bombs.
Bro,
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. How can a country survive 2 nuclear attacks?
I was reading this
in the 1940s.
I was reading this article about Germany because they're complaining about the work culture in Germany. Like it's very chill. People want to do 4 days a week, and I think one of the ministers or something, one high-ranking government official was telling them that
video. Yeah.
The economy is already suffering.
It's going to crash.
It's going to crash. This chill lifestyle that you people are just encouraging is going to affect us in 10, 20 years to come. Look at a guy referenced Asia. They're not doing it there. These guys are grinding.
You want to do 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
You understand?
Steve, that's Singapore. Yeah. That's the guy that wrote from Third World to First World, right?
That's the guy now.
Do you know one of the first things that guy did? Which I know will never work in Nigeria because we'll be annoyed. He said that publicly, everybody must speak English. No more indigenous language. Everybody has to be united.
We're not ready.
Bro, that one alone, will cause katakata in Nigeria first.
Yeah,
6 months. People go first debate.
See, to solve Nigeria's problem, right? You saw the picture I sent you guys of the map of Nigeria superimposed on the map of on a map
European,
of Europe.
like
Yes.
Europe, yeah.
Yeah. See, to solve Nigeria's problem, we need to be is homogeneous the word?
Yes,
we all need to be alike. There must not be any difference anymore. Our diversity is our strength. That we cut it out. We need to be the same thing. Everybody needs to be the same thing. It means what? You are not from this place or that place. You are from Nigeria. There's a lot of things that need to be restructured, and it's going to take another maybe 20 years to restructure this thing. Because first of all,
20 to 25
older
years.
people with the mentality
can't even progress. They
need to die off.
They can't adapt.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. All this,
Simple.
I'm from this place, I'm from that place. This is my state. Go back to your. We're not ready. If you live in a state, you pay taxes to that state. You belong to that state.
Belong to that state. Simple.
Until you move to another state, and then when you are moving to another state, you are being deregistered from this place and then being registered from that place.
State of residence over state of origin. Simple.
This thing has to do with a lot. We've broken everything down in states. Some people do provinces, some people do whatever, right? Our own state is structured. What do we now have to start doing? We now have to start being responsible for the people in those places.
Yes, and that's the true federalism.
Yeah. You have people who you say are jobless, who don't want to. No, there's no work.
I'm remembering that book, Ayo, and part of the main, infrastructure that they used to drive that language thing was education.
Yes,
that's all. That is all.
It was the main driver, of that initiative.
First of all, I'm very sorry to say to all the traditionalists, cancel all those indigenous languages. If you want to go out, if you want to school, it's English. That is all. No Arabic, no Yoruba, no Hausa, anything. If you don't want to go school, no go school. Simple as that.
Ayo, I can tell you the Federal Republic of Nigeria is right on track with that, because in one of our news points today, the federal government has scrapped the policy on use of indigenous languages for teaching.
Yeah.
It's already happened, right? This happened in November 2025. They actually released it. The federal government has scrapped the national policy mandating the use of indigenous languages as the medium of instruction in Nigerian schools. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Lassa, announced the cancellation on Wednesday at the 2025 Language in Education International Conference organized by the British Council in Abuja. Punch Online gathered that the cancellation was approved at the 69th meeting of the National Council on Education held in Akure, Ondo State. The policy approved in 2022 as the National Language Policy stipulated that children from early childhood education to primary 6 should be taught in their mother tongue or the language of immediate community. Now, the policy is aimed to promote indigenous languages recognized. Like, that was the initial policy, right? That they can teach in their languages and everything. But what he's saying now is that the national policy has been cancelled. English now stands as the medium of instruction across all levels of education. The minister then encouraged stakeholders with differing views to present verifiable data to support their positions and stressed that the government remains open to evidence-based dialogue to strengthen the education sector. He also commended the British Council for his ongoing partnership, Do you understand? Like, I think... And it was one of the topics I didn't even know we were going to get here and discuss this until I raised it up. But like I had this,
one language, one people. Simple as that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't see why people should be taught. I think your natural language is your natural language. See, here's what I think, right? Having also traveled outside Nigeria and seen how things operate, we need to all decide what we need to do. I'll give an example. The country I live in, there's a language they use. It's the base language. Yeah. English is the secondary language.
Yes.
Right? High percentage, maybe in the 90th percentile of people who speak Dutch here also speak English. Yeah. But everything, all communications, lampposts, letters you receive, everything, total communication is in one language, which is Dutch.
Simple.
If you want to cope here, either you learn Dutch or you carry your Google Translate app everywhere you go.
Simple, chicken now.
Do you understand? So you need to figure that shit out yourself. We need to come to Nigeria and say, if we want one language, and if we're talking about this thing of we being one, then we need to figure out which language we need to use. I've always told people, I like Pidgin English. If people don't like Pidgin English, we can't use Pidgin English. If they are Kuku teaching us English in school, then everybody should use English.
It's neutral. It doesn't favor any tribe.
And then if you want to speak your lateral language with whoever you want to speak it with, I don't think it should be erased. Don't get me wrong, guys, because I know I'm going to receive mails next week saying you are trying to erase. I'm not trying to erase anything. I think you can't speak your natural, your local language,
your indigenous language.
Don't erase it. You can teach your children, but if we want to say which is English is the lingua franca, anyways, then in education it should be English because you are going to communicate and do everything in English, anyways. And then we should start from there. But I don't think you should ban your local language. In Singapore, they didn't ban the local language. They didn't ban it, right? They just said English is the standard here.
Yeah,
we're too far gone.
Like if you go to a federal parastatal or somewhere, I should not be hearing local languages. I should be hearing English. Simple as that. If you're a Nigerian soldier, your tribe should be Nigerian. It should be indoctrinated in you that once you enter the Nigerian army school, you've left your tribe home. You are now a Nigerian. Simple.
The mandate in Singapore was to learn 2 languages. English as the first language, that's like the work for commerce, that's like the working language.
Yeah.
Then your mother tongue for as the second language.
It's fine.
To preserve like your cultural traditional
100%.
That was the mandate. Yeah.
100%. So I think in schools they should still teach local languages like they did when we were growing up. I was taught Yoruba and at some point Hausa, and then because I was in a Southwest school, they concentrated more on Yoruba. And I was taught Yoruba from GS1 all the way to SS3. And in my early years in secondary school, they taught me more about Yoruba history. And then going into like senior secondary school, they taught us more about like the lexicons and like structural approach of Yoruba language. And I got, I think I got a C5 or C6 in Yoruba language. And I can still write and speak Yoruba till today. So it's nice. And that should happen across board in whatever region you are. They should actually teach you that language.
If you are the Southeast, you should learn Igbo. Simple as that.
You should.
Yes.
You know.
And I also think that the way it should be structured is that if you are from a certain tribe, but you know how to speak another tribe's language, like if I'm Yoruba now and I'm in the Southeast and I learn how to speak Igbo, there should be some type of, I don't know how to word it, maybe reward by the federal government that, this person actually has a leg up knowing another tribe's language. So there should be some sort of reward system for that. It will encourage people. Yeah.
100% agree. If you can speak more than one local language, you are entitled to XYZ. You can get like if you are maybe you are certified on it because you passed either through secondary school or whatever, right? And you can show a certification that says you speak more than one local language. There should be some type of it should count as a point system.
Yeah, that's it.
It should count as a point system. I don't know what that the government would then say the benefit of that point system is, whatever. But yeah, man, we started the show already. We started this show with Alaga Ibile's very own Remilekun Khalid Shafaru, the intro of his Alaga Ibile album. Shout out to Reminisce. And then we followed it up.
Shout out to Sosa.
Shout out to So Sick. Shout out to So Sick Sosa. And then we followed
we played the record before So Sick, before Reminisce's record.
That was the first record I played on.
No, you played the Waiting Room, right?
I played what?
We played a female R&B record.
It was not on the show.
That was before
I had not started the show.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you want to hear the record again?
Yes, please. Love it.
You like the record?
Yeah, I do.
Mr. Man, you're not in Warrior FM. This is not a request show that you call in.
It is a request. It is a request show. I can call in.
Warrior FM is crazy, though.
Warrior FM is crazy.
Don't mess with my ice cream unless you want trouble.
You're now listening to Loose Talk.
If you throw a fit, bitch, yeah, I got a muzzle. My dip, I'm a flight risk. Oh. The way you move, baby, need a body double. They say they know, but they don't know. Now you know that's not it. You struck a bleed, but now with me. You should know I got it. Keep the gossip. What's wrong with you? Can get along with you. Don't mess with my ice cream unless you want trouble. walk the line. Suspicious mind, can't contain. Maybe fame isn't worth the time. Give your enemies enough slack, and they'll hang themselves off the pedestal they sit on while they play themselves. Cruel world, baby, it's a toxic wasteland. Sipping new world water, sipping on that water. Don't mess with my ice game unless you want trouble. If you throw a fit, bitch, yeah, I got a muzzle. Might dip in my flight risk, oh, oh. The way you move, baby, need a body double. Don't mess with my ice game unless you want trouble. If you throw a fit, bitch, yeah, I got a muzzle. Might dip in my flight risk, oh, oh.
Yes, y'all. We are back. So we started the show with Alaga Ibile intro by Reminisce, and then we followed it up with Cypher by Two Kings, Olamide and Fino. Olamide was just like an animal on that record. I don't know who pissed off Olamide in that era. That's that vexing Olamide era. And of course, we then followed it up with Yeyo by Fino, the first single after he dropped his No Guts, No Glory album. What an era. What an era. What Olamide and Fino did for the music industry, man, like, it cannot be overstated. What they did, their collaborations from Father to, you know, the
Ghost
Two Kings
Mode.
album. I'm so glad that they documented that their run and that their whole partnership on an album, you know.
Shout
and
out
so
to
many
Etisalat.
other things they did. Yeah, so shout out to them, man. And then we followed it up, special request, of course, by the lead researcher himself. He gets anything he wants. Flight Risk by Genevieve. Genevieve with a J.
Not our Genevieve Energy.
No, with a J. This is with a J.
Okay.
And she just posted a remix of this song, a short clip with Freddie Gibbs taking the rap, but it's not on streaming platforms yet. When it is, we'll let you know. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs too. Freddie King, one of my favorite rappers with a beautiful discography. All right, man. It's Loose Talk, guys. We're here. Let's do it. Where are we? Where do we start from? Best place to start from is are we gonna dance or are we gonna dissent? We need to know. Who wants to start this? Okay, Nigeria's first son. That is crazy. Nigeria's first son is crazy.
Yeah, this is what it is.
Blah.
Nigeria's first son, Seyi Tinubu, was spotted attending a high-profile rave headlined by Grammy-winning DJ Black Coffee. Or just Black Coffee in Lagos. Yeah. The build-up to this was crazy. We saw a lot of conversations going on. Oh, Black Coffee in Lagos, Black Coffee. Everyone was looking for tickets. It was crazy and all of that. And then I believe the show was a success. Aya, were you there?
No, I wasn't there, but I believe, I didn't hear any negative reports. It seemed everything was cool.
Everything was a go.
It was sold out. People in Lagos said they don't have money, but surprisingly, they have 100K, 150K to go and listen to Black Coffee. So yeah, it was all Gucci until we heard that the first song graced the ravers with his presence, and
was on stage.
was on
partying. I think it's good to know that Seyi Tinubu is like very big in entertainment in Nigeria. Like he's big in the space, in the entertainment space. Yes. He works with entertainers. I mean, man, the guy runs a whole advertising agency, billboard ad space agency, right? In Lagos that we know of, right? And of course, so there will always be that intersection with media and entertainment.
Obviously, it's agencies, yeah.
But yeah, there were clips of him on stage, partying, having fun. And then the conversations began on social media, questioning why the attendees of the show, many of who complain about, the country's leadership or just the government or how the government is running the country or the state of affairs, etc., didn't show any public form of dissent or hostility towards like his presence. Essentially, they wanted the people on social media were wanting the people who attended the event from the videos they watched to cuss him out and for him to leave the place. You know, and you know, then other people then countered, you know, these people saying they pay significant sums of this for these tickets and they shouldn't ruin their own night to make a political point. People are also saying that the elite youth dancing, you know, with the first son in the room are no different from the hungry masses who collect bags of rice from politicians. And I wanted to know you guys' thought on this, you know, and how you feel on this.
First of all, that place was dark. I don't think me I would have seen Seyi Tinubu in that place.
No, see, the thing is that once these conversations go online, right? It's pictured or photographed through one lens.
Yeah.
So because I'm seeing through one lens, right, or seeing through a video that somebody is dancing on stage, in my brain immediately, right?
Yeah.
I'm to assume that is the same thing everybody is experiencing in that room. Do you understand? It's a very how will I put it? Immature way to
one-dimensional way of looking at things.
Thank you. I think that's the word. One-dimensional way to actually review something that happened. I can tell you that more than half of the people there did not even know who was on stage. That's even the first thing. Like, did not know who was on stage.
Yeah.
People are parties. Like, we go to a party. You know how many times we go to a party, guys, and I say, oh, somebody was... Bro, Steve was literally just telling me that at an event we did, somebody was there, and I was like, no, I didn't see anybody.
You know how many parties I've been to? People say, I saw you there, but me, I didn't see you now. So I was close to you. I was like, bro, I don't see you.
So that's the first thing, right? Assuming that everybody is experiencing the same footage that you experienced in real time at that place. And I think that's a one-dimensional way to look at it. So,
two,
yes.
If you protest there and you say, okay, everybody knows Seyi Tinubu is there, and you start booing him, what is the end result at the end of the day? Does it change anything? Does it change the governor and the government? Does it let Tinubu know that, oh, people are not happy with him? Oh, no, they're not happy with him now. He went to, which state did he go to after blanking his boy in Lagos?
He said his boy, Bayelsa. He went to Bayelsa.
After he left Bayelsa, people were tearing down his billboards and his posters. They know these things. So do you expect me now, after I've hustled 100K, I carry body come, that's 200K. I fuel my car. That's another money again, no. You go chop for that place.
You do shortlets.
You go do shortlets because obviously then the analysis ST there. Or more ST came to groove. Me, I came here to groove. Nigerians have this thing where they always want people to make certain actions for them. Bro, sorry, all of us in Nigeria, we don't move like that. Because even the poor people, when you go to Kwamon's party and Kwamon is praising the president, you don't stop Kwamon, do you? So all of a sudden, why do you now want the rich and the elite to now start fighting Seyi Tinubu? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I think everybody's just trying to form holier than thou that, oh, we should protest. If you are waiting for a class to protest, then you're not ready to protest.
If you are waiting for a black coffee event to protest because the guy came on stage, then you're not ready. It's performative.
Bro, if I see Seyi Tinubu at an event and I'm introduced to him, I go hail and say, bro, how far? How you did?
No, what do you want to do there? Tell him your father. Say first of all, guys, we also then let's even go beyond that and let's go into how unsafe it is to say you want to start screaming at someone's comment. You're going to get bundled out of the party. Do you understand?
It's too performative. All the argument is too performative. What is outrage?
There are other ways to express your outrage, okay, guys? It's not at a party that is attended by. Then, this thing is a slippery slope. Okay, you want to protest the president's son. The president's son is not the only person who is connected to the government. Let's just put it like that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are other people there that are also, if you are describing them as perpetrators of evil in Nigeria, is it the only one? How do we, and that's always my problem with this thing. Where do we start? Where do we stop?
Also, last I checked, Seyi Tinubu is an elected official.
Do you understand?
He's a private individual who is allowed to spend his money anyhow he sees fit.
You have people that have been voted or assume office as public office holders who are bad at their jobs, and I'm not seeing you express any
outrage,
anger or outrage towards these people.
Is because ST follows his father. Who should he be following? Who should he be following if he's not following his father? It's you that he should be following.
Guys, there are better ways to do this thing.
All this performative thing. If you are really angry, February next year, we'll go see your anger. True. Now there we go know now anger. Not be all these hey. It's too much noise. Please let Black Coffee come and play his bedroom. I beg.
I even want to assume that almost everybody that attended the show knew that it was Seyi Tinubu.
I don't think so.
I want to just make that assumption and still make the case that people have the capacity to compartmentalize. Like, you can enjoy the music, you can stay for the set because you paid for it, and still be the first person to vote against APC in 2027. It's possible, guys, right?
Yes.
So why the debate and the whole conversation? Like, I don't think it's fair for you to demand that people who have paid for something, looking for a night out, to sacrifice their night as their night of fun for protests. I don't think it's fair. Although there's an argument that if you're fighting for something to be right, there's a sacrifice that has to be made. But it's not a necessity. Do you get, even if people know that it's Seyi Tinubu, not doing anything and still enjoying their party does not mean that they're accepting anybody. It's not a political statement, so, but as usual, it's social media conversation. Sometimes you don't see the need why there's a conversation there. That's why we're on social media, Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Dakwa Wofisayo, because I heard he was probably one of the people that led the whole organization, and set up the whole gig and brought Black Coffee to Lagos, So again, this whole thing, ST blah blah blah, takes away from people who are actually doing the actual work, But Dakpo doesn't need any of this praise anyways. Dakpo is Dakpo. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. Like, shout out to Dakpo. He's doing his thing, and I want to see more events like this. See, guys, make we dey think. Make we dey think. Don't let's go into this whole space where I believe we've left that space, that woke era space, because this is just woke era energy. That fake woke era energy. You remember that era? That fake woke era energy where you are immediately attached to something, and then you either have to, deny it or accept it. Is that black or white? You are cancelled or you're not. That whole bullshit. Nah, man. I'm not doing that. Like, let's think, guys. There are strategic ways. If you are not happy with the government, there's strategic ways to get things resolved. We've said it, and it can be a Herculean task, right? Samson says it's very hard to recall a public office holder, a senator or a House of Rep and everything. It's hard. But you can go through that process and make it a living hell for that person, right?
Yeah, very uncomfortable for the person.
Where the person is constantly in the media, is constantly, taken to court, like constantly, to the point where the person is like, let me just try and do the right thing so I don't go through this process. Or they don't make it so bad for me that I can't run for the next year. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is these are the heavy lifting you want to do. Okay? Obasa has been in the Senate, in the Lagos State House of Assembly since when? 1999. If you're not happy, if you look at that thing and you watch the news all the time and you're not happy with that, how have you tried to educate the people in that area, that region, that local government to be able to vote him out or not vote for him? These are heavy lifting work, not people that went to party and saw the president's son there should have screamed at him for him to leave. If he left, how does that, what does that add? Okay, he left.
For someone who's a private individual.
What's that check mark? What do you check off? Screamed at president's son, he left the party. Good. We're progressing.
It feels too woke. It feels like a woke era thing. I think we should not. I think the people who are even raising that are part of are not people who are in touch with reality in Nigeria at all.
Please, there's more stuff to do, guys. Like, let's try and let's focus, okay? let's focus.
There are bigger
Let's
issues
talk
to deal
about.
with.
Thank you. Way bigger issues to deal with. If you feel like the president, you don't want the president for the next term, what are you doing as an individual or a group of friends, or how are you guys coming together to say, okay, this is our own contribution to ensure that this man is no more in power my next year, and that we want to choose another person? We talked about what I was in the group. I went on a mini rant. Nobody even responded to me about how I think Tinubu's team is doing a fantastic job for ahead of 2027 already with the City Boy movement. Do you understand?
It's Thanos movement, man. They're
pop
picking
culture.
everybody. They're picking everybody, man.
At the end of the day, guys, we have to start removing this whole right or wrong thing and saying, who do I want in? A lot of people want Peter Obi. How are you helping this man get in there? Are you going to be a bystander, or are you going to say, you know what, I'm tired of being a bystander. This is my own personal contribution. There's a kid that put up, I don't know if you saw the website, 1,000 ways.
Yeah.
Tinubu has
100 reasons not to vote Tinubu.
100 or 1,000?
I think it's 100. I don't know.
I think it's 1,000 though. The guy did.
Oh, okay. That was a brilliant initiative.
Yeah, this is it. 1,000 reasons.
Not to vote Tinubu.
Yeah, that's it. 1,000. You can go there, guys. 1,000 reasons. That is 1,000 reasons.
And guess what?
Vote. Sorry.
The last time I checked.
Sorry, excuse me. And
okay.
Yeah, and he has everything here. You can go here. There's an index. There's a database. There's everything you're looking for. And this is this guy's personal his personal contribution to the whole thing.
Initiative.
He curated 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't vote for somebody. It's on the website. You can see it. And it goes from 001 all the way. Brilliantly done website. And then you have everything. It says 7.2 million people in the Northeast need humanitarian assistance. Opposition parties consider boycott. Like, he did. This is this person's
and guess
quota.
what, guys?
What is your own quota?
Guess what that guy did? He has localized the reasons too into Pidgin, Yoruba.
I can
Igbo.
see it here.
Yeah.
Yoruba.
The
thing switches to Yoruba. Igbo. Hausa.
I think Hausa.
And then
Fulani.
there's something called PCM. I don't know what PCM is.
I thought it was like Pidgin English or something.
Pidgin English, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because the INEC don't come out ATPC leadership, delete the VMark name from their portal. Do you understand? Because he dropped the first one, was in English. People were like, man, localize this thing. Homeboy worked on it, gave us version 2 of the website. This is his own personal contribution. Your personal contribution cannot be clamoring for people at a party to chase away the president's son from stage. I'm sorry. You have to do more than that. That's lazy ass work. I'm sorry. Rethink what you need to do as a person. Everybody's putting their quota in. I was talking about citizen change the other day in the WhatsApp group, right? And what they did in 2008 with the Vote or Die campaign for Obama.
The Obama
right?
election.
Let me even go there and read it for you guys. Vote or Die is a slogan and campaign launched by Citizen Change, a non-partisan organization founded in 2004 by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs. The initiative was designed to increase voter registration and turnout among young people and minorities, adapting the phrase from Benjamin Franklin's Join or Die. It was launched in 2004, right? I think for Obama's second term.
No, Bush's second term.
Bush's second term. Thank you. I think they were supporting
the Democratic candidates.
I think that was John Kerry, Abby.
Yeah, I think it was John Kerry, yeah.
You understand? I think it was John Kerry. Yeah, so 2004 had celebrity backing. We also those Vote or Die campaign shirts by The Game, 50 Cent, Diddy. Everybody was rocking it. And the message was simple. Campaign aimed to emphasize that voting is crucial for personal survival and that non-voting resulted in a lack of representation for young people. Then from 2008 beyond, they now adapted it to Obama or Die in 2008, and the Vote or Die concept was revived again for the 2020. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is, okay, what can I do? What can we do as a group of people? At least let's get people to the polls. Let's get people to register. By complaining is not work. I'm sorry. By tweeting is not work. Like we have to go beyond that now, guys.
So to be fair though, I think 2023 we saw part of what you're talking about with the obedience movement. It was at least it was branded, and there was results.
But that's which is okay. I mean, because it's partisan. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not non-partisan. No. I would like to see non-partisan. I also like to see partisan.
What do you mean by non-partisan?
That is, you are not supporting anybody. You are just encouraging people
drive.
Okay. But I also want to see partisan, and that's the issue I have with like the Peter Obi guys, and I keep saying it. The City Boy movement is a partisan movement, encouraging people to vote for a particular candidate, and people keep getting mad at it. And I'm like, why are you mad at people who want somebody to be in power? At the end of the day, everything is selfish interest. Why do you vote for somebody? Do you vote for somebody because you think is morally great? No, you vote for somebody into a position
who aligns with your interests.
That is all. And if your interest is that we want corruption to stop in this country, you want corruption is even one thing. I think the main thing is just excessive spending, right? If you want the subsidy removal, if you want subsidy to be removed, but that money that you remove from the subsidy apply to things that help your life work, who do you want to vote for? And I think Peter Obi needs to work with. I mean, he's not announced he's running yet, anyways, right?
Yeah.
But I think for him, here's what I think, man. I think he needs to get an agency that is just going to handle this thing for him. Look at what that video of him just walking out did last week. Did you see that video?
There's no systematic approach to his operation, which is a problem I have with him. You get?
Did you see that video of him walking out? And you saw.
I understand what I'm saying. Yes, I saw that video. Did on
that
Twitter.
Video alone just shows how physically fit he is compared to who's in power now.
Yeah,
and somehow superficially,
and that can be a talking point. Yes,
it is a talking point. Bro,
he
was done and he was wiping down the machine he used. And that became a talking point to say, man, this guy is so considerate for the next person. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
On the surface level, you can think, oh, this is very superficial and whatever, right? But guess what?
Yes.
They put Buhari in Igbo attire.
In Igbo attire. They put him on...
And that thing went platinum. Suits. And that thing went platinum in the hood.
Even the suits pictures too, when he was on suit, like that one.
The man got in power,
made sense,
and he would rather die
than
when any Igbo attire or a suit again.
Yep.
Where
can
you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, he needs that approach. He needs to spend money on that, you know. So that's just a problem I have with his approach, you know. So
if it's the obedient movement that needs to come back and say, are you obedient? Are you obedient to it? Bro, I want to see videos of this guy talking. I want to see stuff. I just want to see stuff going.
Bro, there's not one inspirational photo of Peter Obi that you can hold on to and say yes.
Look at that Obama, yes we can.
Bro, that photo.
That morale.
That morale turned the guy
everything about him is operation. Everything is just vibes. Even when you hear him talk, you hear him speak, it's not like coordinated. It's not like the articulation is still not there. Everything is just like based on vibes.
I want
to see that. I want to see a refinement of that operation of the whole organization.
You know the painful thing? If he was moving on vibes in 2023 and could get 6 million votes.
Thank you. Just imagine if there's a lot. If there's organization,
he will enter
10 at least. He will enter 10. Yes.
Guys,
you know,
guys, people were joining LP and winning elections based off
his name,
logo.
Steve in his hood, they liked one guy. They went and voted for someone else. They forgot.
It's later they now found out that
now you know who talk now.
Banky
lost an election based off LP.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh shit, I didn't vote for Banky. Oh my god.
You know why? Because that day it had been programmed in everybody's minds.
Labor or nothing.
Bro, there are senators who are representing that are from Labour Party in Abuja.
The wave was the wave was so strong in Delta State that the vice presidential candidate of the PDP was the governor of the state. Peter Obi won in his town. Then the following week, his daughter who was running to be in the State House of Assembly.
Yeah.
Started campaigning with Labour Party, Mama Pekin and whatever. Just to canvass immediately.
No campaign.
Oh, God.
So speaking about campaigning and all of that, right? You guys have been following the ADC Occupy INEC protests. The leaders of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, joined by prominent opposition figures like Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and Rabiu Kwankwaso, who recently defected from the NNPP, I believe, to the ADC. Too late hopefully not too late, but like too late in my opinion. You get what I mean? Led a massive Occupy INEC protest at the INEC Abuja headquarters. Okay. Why? Why did they do it? Why? The demonstration was organized by leaders of ADC, as I mentioned. Atiku announced the protest on X, says myself and other leaders of the ADC are peacefully protesting against the partnership of electoral umpire. Our patriotic stance is aimed at safeguarding our democracy and preventing the enthronement of a dictatorship. Okay? Protesters at the venue repeatedly chanted Ojoro while holding placards and banners with inscriptions like Tinubu, why are you afraid? Judges must give justice. Tinubu, let democracy breathe. Let the poor breathe. And they never drew breath of life again. The protest comes in wake of INEC's derecognition of the ADC leadership following a Court of Appeal verdict. Now, what is going there? INEC withdraws recognition of David Mark-led ADC over appeal court judgments. I don't know what's happening here, guys. Should I quickly read this? The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it will no longer represent or recognize the factions of African Democratic Congress, ADC, led by David Mark or Nafiu Bala Gombe, following its review of the Court of Appeal judgments. In a statement issued on Wednesday, the INEC Commissioner for Information and Voter Education said the Commission will refrain from engaging with both groups or monitoring their meetings, congresses, and conventions. I'm trying to understand. So, is there a faction?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Which faction do them Peter Obi, Kwankwaso, and ADC and Atiku?
That's the one that has been derecognized.
Are you?
Wait, yes. Oh, you didn't know?
Are you serious?
That's what I shouted.
Yes, that's why they are protesting now.
Who's leading the other faction?
It's one guy. I don't even know his name. He's one other guy.
Is this not the same thing they did with Labour Congress, with Labour Party?
Yes, it's the same playbook. Exactly.
Bro, that's number one strategy in Nigeria.
Okay, so what happens is that the party gets infiltrated, or somebody who's been there for a while then starts to derecognize.
Exactly.
And just have a faction and say he's not rolling with them and he has his own faction. And then the court now is saying that the other guy's faction is who they recognize.
Yeah.
So it means like what, like them, if, oh my God, it means like they can't, so they have to leave the party and do something else.
They have to leave the party or make real efforts to bring the party together and go and settle with the other faction. Of which is almost impossible, especially if the other faction is being bankroled by,
or don't let's say bankroled, say influenced.
Influenced. Okay.
Wait. And this is just months to the election.
Yeah.
Is it months now?
It's months now.
It's less than a year.
Yeah. Wait, hold on first. Why did they all go to ADC? Why didn't they just start something fresh?
That's the thing. Because also, it's also because that ADC thing also has been happening. The whole faction thing has been happening since 2022. So in truth, it's not as if the controversy just started today. There's been that back and forth about like the true leadership of the party, right? And then you now join the party and get your own faction, obviously, because you are so influential and so rich. You can get people to buy into your own faction. Yeah. And there, the presidency, who is your opposition, can use that, that opportunity to just pull more influence and start influencing things within the party.
Peter Obi has suffered this thing for too long.
Yeah, all of us since he left Labour Party, we've not heard about Labour Party going to court again or anything about leadership.
They've hands up.
They've hands up now. Is ADC exactly? So that's how these things are.
Now I understand why. Man, see that thing where they say Tinubu is master strategist. I can't fault it in a way, right? It might be some of the most diabolical, conniving ways to do it, right? But see, the game is the game at the end of the day. That's why Wike has never left PDP. Yeah. Because if he leaves PDP, all these guys can go back to PDP again, and PDP still has infrastructure.
He still has infrastructure, so that's why he's there. Yeah. His job for the Tinubu campaign is just to remain in PDP.
And because once he stays back in PDP, they can't do anything there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All these guys, because if he left, if he had come to APC, right? All these guys just go back to PDP, strengthen themselves again, use the PDP infrastructure, and go ahead, right?
And go ahead, yeah.
But now you can't go to PDP. LP is weakened, right? Then you go to ADC.
Have any direction.
And then ADC has this issue to the point where INEC is now saying we don't recognize the Peter Obi faction. Bro, this is a big problem. How are they going to solve this thing out? Because it means that these guys can't even run primaries. So if they run primaries, INEC is not going to recognize them.
INEC is not going to recognize them. So that's why they
can't get on the ballot box.
Yeah. So that's why they went to. That's why they took on the protest. Yeah.
And here's another problem we have. It's less than a year. The incumbent is already going full throttle ahead because he's running again for second term. But the main opposition, with less than a year, we don't know who the main opposition is.
Yeah,
because Peter Obi that everybody thinking is going to run. He has
not
announced.
We don't even know if he's going to be. Yeah, we don't even know if he's going to be the candidate
has not
of this
announced.
party.
Kwankwaso has not announced. Ralph Shola has not announced. Is an Amici
but
there?
To be very honest, getting Kwankwaso too is a big deal.
Yeah,
it is
a big deal.
But this is the card they just used to play. They've just played the card now. They played the card and say, Kwankwaso, where you join, you don't get level. You're not getting on the ballot, fam. So how are they going to do it now?
They'll figure it out before the election.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I need these guys. Is that Tambuwal I'm seeing? That's Tambuwal. There are some heavy boys here, but look at, they can't just get a party right. This can't be happening in 2026 ahead of 2027 if you want to take power from someone.
Is he one of the main guys in custody now? So
less than a year, and you guys don't even have your party straight. Come on,
they don't have a logo. I don't even know their logo, Safe. What's their logo?
No, they have a logo now. Come on, their logo is the handshake on the.
You never enter streets. We don't know for streets. We don't know for streets.
But it's still part of the things we're talking about: branding and storytelling and narratives.
Yeah, if I don't know your logo, I go vote for you now.
There's a reason why people are putting the president's son on the posters where the president is running for a second term.
Office.
It's simple now. It's to hinge upon youthfulness.
Yeah,
it's to hinge upon
that youthful thing that he has.
That's why they are putting his son there. He's young. Okay, it's our people. Our son. Do you understand? It's strategic. I need narrative. Come on, man. I don't know what to say.
That is gone to guys.
I don't know what to say.
Sorry, man. As we've already predicted, we've already done our own poll prediction here. 2027 February, Baba unopposed, straight up.
I don't know what to say. We've talked about it. When I say, oh man, this guy is going to go on a diabolical run and win this whole thing hands down. People say, no, Osagie, you can't say that. But look at it, less than a year, political party is not even straight. Less than
PDP
a year.
is dead. LP is gone. Come on.
I'm not. It's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. I'm sorry. We don't even know who's running. Okay, even if there was no faction, we don't even know who's running. In April 2026, we don't know who's running.
April.
When do you want to start?
That's Q2 now. So it's in Q4 that you will not settle your wala.
Come on, man. Guys, let's get it moving. Is there any other thing you guys want to say about this?
Nah, man.
Nope.
Nothing. I want to play a quick video for you guys, right? I saw something somewhere, and I think it's an interesting conversation to have, and I want to play the video for you guys. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, especially Steve, because you kind of work in this space.
So I'm convinced marketing is being rebranded so that boys can do it too. And this is something I said the other day that kind of went viral. I wanted to do a deep dive into what's actually happening. We are suddenly seeing the same old marketing roles being given new technical coded names. Narrative engineer, go-to-market engineer, even saw a UGC engineer. The most interesting part of all of this is that this is actually history repeating itself. Before software engineer was a job title, programming was actually a secretarial task, mainly done by women. Cosmopolitan even ran this article about the computer girls. It was considered soft work, secondary to the hard work that men were doing building physical products. It all changed in the 80s when the personal computer was invented and the industry started to realize that actually software is where the money was. Programming was then rebranded into software engineering. The industry started promoting this idea of the lone male genius, and over time this filtered women out. The software was feminized when it was considered clerical, masculinized when it became high status. Marketing was feminized when it was making things pretty. Now marketing is being masculinized because AI has made it so anyone can code. And now the biggest problem is distribution. This technical language is being applied to earn respect with leadership without considering what that means for who those roles might go to and who feels qualified to apply.
What do you guys think? It's a good one, right? So essentially,
she kind of has a point.
She's saying that the language surrounding marketing roles now in 2026 is going through a rebrand process of masculinization in order to make it sound new, data driven and serious for men. So where you would have roles like let me pick a role now. Let me pick an example of a role. You would have roles like what's a very simple one? Let me see. Hold on. I want to be very clear on it. Brand strategists, right? Let me say I'm a brand strategist. Now, some of those roles are now being turned into senior branding engineer. Do you understand? Yeah. You have, a growth marketer. Now they're calling it a GTM, go-to-market engineer.
GTM, go-to-market, yeah.
Yeah, and she's saying that with those rebranding and recharacterization of those roles, it's kind of
women are being replaced.
Yes, women out and pushing more men.
But the question I want to ask is, especially in our own market, Nigeria, was marketing ever like a feminine? Was it dominated like by women?
Yes.
Yes. What kind of marketing?
Especially,
yes.
Especially front.
I'm not even saying you're talking about marketing, right?
Yes, I'm talking about marketing.
What kind of marketing are you talking about?
Exactly. What kind of marketing?
No, so if you're talking about marketing in general, because we can break this thing, if you're talking about marketing in general, there are more women in the space than men. And that's because of the introduction of like social media marketing.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Product marketing. Okay. Especially those two. We saw a lot of, because inside our marketing now, you have copywriting now enter that space. Social media marketing.
Yes.
There are more women than men in those spaces. There are men in those spaces, but I've known from my own experience, so I've seen more women in those spaces. And
true.
And to be honest, and this is not my opinion, but those roles are looked upon as light lifting, and that the heavy lifting are in the software engineering roles. Do you understand?
Yeah.
In the software engineering roles. Then if you look at
in the more technical roles.
More technical roles. If you even look at like the people who run like the ad spends and all of that, in the marketing team, you can have like maybe 4 women doing social media marketing, copywriting, all of that stuff, all the nice, like they call fluffy stuff, even though it's not fluffy and it's hardworking as well, but people characterize that fluffy stuff. Then you just see in the corner one guy, then you say, who's that guy? Oh, that's the guy that does our ad spend.
Is the ad guy, yeah.
You understand? Because usually the guy is one guy that is usually like $10,000 to run for the next 3 months. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think this also comes with, I understand that point and I hear her, to be honest, but I think it also comes with a lot of those roles were also, how will I put this? I don't want to sound, I don't want to disregard people's work and everything, But those roles have also morphed into something a bit more technical now and requires some skill set that have been borrowed from other roles. So when you talk about a go-to-market engineer now, the guy is not just designing and saying, okay, this is what we're putting on all the channels. He's either using code, he's using AI agents to design it and then to deliver on those things.
And to deliver and to distribute also.
So there's a bias on her own point where she's not seeing that those roles their names just didn't change. The actual roles themselves have also morphed to the point where, we need a GTM engineer because we want to use AI agents to run and automate XYZ to help us get ABC. And then you need somebody who has prompt engineering skills and some domain knowledge in that space to run it. And most of the people that have it right now, most of the people that I've seen use AI agents, talk about it and everything, go to YouTube, go to everywhere. They're mostly dominated. There are women doing it, but it's predominantly dominated by men. And so when a role like that happens,
this is such an interesting conversation. Yeah.
Somebody said,
such an interesting
we're going so fast with the Web3 AI that the future marketing is community-centric. So yeah, GTM is no longer just part of marketing. It will be a literal architect engineer where GTM includes psychology, geography, community, and the system behind it. It's engineering itself.
It's engineering itself because I think I don't know if you've heard me complain about this thing. Like I felt that marketing in the last, especially in tech, because our traditional companies also consider the psychological part of marketing a lot. If you look at you and I have had this conversation, like how our best marketers in Nigeria from like our traditional companies, FMCGs,
they're
banks, not even our tech.
Because if you take those tech ones and put them in the FMCG, they will die. If you take the FMCG guys and put them in the tech, they will do well.
Instant success, they will do well. You know why? Because the traditional marketers deploy like they're more vast in what the skill set that they have, which includes psychology. How do customers think? How do they act?
Psychology,
Exactly. And I've been complaining about this thing like in tech marketing. Like people are not considering the psychological makeup of their customers. Like what is my customer doing at this point? How are they thinking? I used to see that like in marketing, especially from the tech point of view.
Yes, because now should I keep it a buck with you? It's because the barrier to entry in those fields were fast paced and young people could do it even though they didn't have the experience.
Even though they didn't have the experience.
But like an FMCG guy would take his time, and the CEO, the founder of the company, didn't have time for him to take his time because he just needed copy and some things. Because the founders also do not respect marketing.
Do not respect marketing. It's true. It's true. I agree. But with the incorporating AI and everything, I'm beginning to see how they are deploying the various aspects of
I was having this conversation. Behind it.
The engineering behind it. Is an engineering behind it. Take for example this culture code where a coffee company wanted to start selling in Japan, right? And they're like, no, Japan is I don't know if I turned it upside down, but Japan was a tea country. It's like, how do we start selling coffee products in a tea country? And they said, you know what, let's hold on. Instead, let's engineer our future customers. And what happened? They started selling coffee. They started putting coffee ingredients or whatever it is, or flavored coffee inside children's candy, so that a generation of new customers will grow.
They are building the taste for a new generation.
That is what is engineering.
So psychology,
right? It's engineering. It's like you've engineered new customers, new habits, everything into and that's part of marketing. So I agree. It's just a fantastic conversation, to be honest.
It is. I think there are flaws everywhere and everything.
Yeah,
but
it's a fantastic conversation.
As I always think, and you people will know, I will say, get with the program. Yeah. Get with the program. Then become a GTM engineer. That's it. Do you understand? Like at the end of the day, I can see the way I see these things, right? At the end of the day is, okay, this is happening. Nothing is your birthright. Every company, every industry has the right to do whatever they want to do at the end of the day. How do you get to the program? You have these marketing skills, then become a GTM engineer. Because if you look at the role, I'm going to look at job description for GTM engineer now.
So I want to, as we're looking for it, I want to like just just emphasize on the culture code example of tea in Japan. So it was Nestle. And they were exploring how to use cultural imprints to introduce coffee to Japan, a country with no prior emotional connection to coffee. Right? For the Japanese, tea carries deep emotional significance rooted in centuries of tradition, family, and ritual. When Nestle first tried to enter the market in the 1970s, coffee was merely an intellectual concept. Why consumers like the taste in tests, they didn't buy it because they had no emotional connection to it or childhood memories to it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just outrightly selling coffee products, they started convincing instead of trying to convince tea drinking adults to switch, Nestle targeted the next generation. They launched coffee flavored candies and treats to give children a positive first experience with the flavor. The result, by the time these children became adults, coffee was no longer a foreign product. It was a similar flavor associated with a pleasant childhood memory. This is engineering.
This is engineering.
This
psychology.
Is engineering.
Yeah.
It's psychology.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant, you know. And this is what I remember having a conversation with a colleague like 2024. I'm like, the next thing I would love to study is psychology. Because when you understand how people think, it's the best case of understanding how to sell to them.
That's all.
Yes, no.
It's easy. Like, how do I take it? And you become the best marketer. And that is why I believe, even in the events of AI and all the technology, the winners will also remain the people who have the traditional knowledge of these concepts.
Let me tell you.
It's domain knowledge.
AI is sweet when you get domain knowledge.
It's too sweet. It's too sweet.
When you have domain knowledge, it's too sweet.
I know why. You know how I know? Because the more I read about a concept, the better I prompt for it.
Of course.
You get,
of course. And reprompt and clean up
and reprompt and
tweak.
exactly.
Let me read the job description of a go-to-market engineer. It's a hybrid role acting as a revenue systems architect who bridges sales, marketing, and product teams. They design, build, and maintain the technical infrastructure, such as the CRM, right? Data pipelines, and automation tools that drives efficient customer acquisition, lead routing, and scalable revenue. What are the core responsibilities? Workflow automation, tech stack integration, right? Salesforce, HubSpot, etc., all your marketing tools, your analytics platform, data quality and hygiene, maintaining data consistency. You understand, across platforms, ensuring that it's the same data and is measured the same way. Revenue system architecture, performance tracking. What are the required skills and qualifications? Technical skills, proficiency in SQL, API integration, and automated tools like Zapier. RevOps, CRM expertise, data handling, business acumen, understanding B2B SaaS GTM strategy, demand generation, and sales process. Why is this role emerging? As modern B2B buyers prefer self-serve, automated buying journeys, company needs technical talent to create frictionless buying experience and reduce manual SDR efforts. They differ from traditional sales and operations by strictly engineering principles and custom code API connections over simple CRM administration. What I see here is the combination of a marketing person, right? Part of sales.
Yes, because there's a lot of outbound marketing there too.
Yes,
it starts to say exactly,
and then basic technical know-how.
That's it.
You don't even need to be a software engineer; just basic technical know-how. You should be able to connect your CRM platform. You should be able to do the integration.
So you should do integrations. You
understand? If you are working in marketing today, guys, you are listening to me now. You work in marketing today, whether you're a guy, a man, or a woman. If you do not know how to connect APIs, you are not a serious person. Go and figure it out.
This reminds me, if you're a marketer now listening, Nigeria, Africa, just go and follow Bolaji and Ifowose on all platforms. LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. I would say, the leading GTM person I know in Nigeria. That's the person I follow. So you go follow.
Thank you. If you are in marketing now, if you do not know how to use SQL, please go and learn how to use SQL. Go and learn how to use Excel. There are one on a million courses everywhere. It's on Udemy. It's 14,000 naira. Go and do it.
No, it's
go and learn the basics.
5,000.
Thank you. Go and learn the basics 10, of SQL. Like where we are going to now. So that woman, I hope she's listening. Go and learn SQL.
So that they will not take you out of the conversation.
You see how she don't carry and go gender. Because guess what? There are other people that have the same skill set of the women that she's characterizing that also cannot do GTM work, that are also feeling that they are priced. There are men too that are saying, which one is
it's
GTM again?
Yeah, which one is GTM again?
I be marketer now. True. So why is she saying that is a woman thing? It's not a woman thing. Men too, the men there where they look say, GTM engineer from where to where? Go and learn product marketing.
Yeah, go and follow Bolaji. You see everything that Osagie is talking about, and from there,
I don't want to hear this thing. I don't want to hear because I've been in this journey of what's the next thing to learn again to be on top Osagie, of the game. Do you know where I came from? I came from writing about entertainers.
Exactly.
I don't know if people understand. I came about writing stories. I came about writing about music.
Yep.
To where I am now,
you are starting halfway. You came from being a rapper. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't edit the story, please.
Don't edit the story. Don't edit the story.
They're mad. Do you understand the journey? So please, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear their masculinity. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Go and sort, bro. Do you know my wife now does video editing?
For real?
I'm telling you.
I've seen her on LinkedIn. It's true. I've seen her on LinkedIn.
You get video where I just say, I edited the video. The guy recorded it, sent it to me, went to this platform. I'll cut it out. My wife is cutting out frames. Saving a company thousands. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Go and pick it up. Go and learn automation.
But there's a point that she made that I understand that I feel is important.
Which is
that once men start entering a field, they start branding it differently. There's something to that too. To be very honest, let's not just like throw all her experience or whatever she's feeling.
Can I respond to that, please?
Oh yeah, please respond.
Did they get into the field, look at the same role, didn't touch the characteristics of the role and just change the name? Or did the role actually change, which then required for the name of the role to change?
So the branding to change, yeah, you have a point too.
I'm open to hearing a pushback on it too, but so far,
yeah,
I've read the role of a GTM manager and we just see is a combination of what? Product marketing manager, marketing, a bit of sales. Go and learn sales, a bit of data analysis, because they talked about SQL here, pro-efficiency in SQL. You are going to use SQL. If you don't know how to use Excel, go and learn Power BI. It's not hard. Go and learn it. If you've not done 1,000 hours of using Excel, you are not ready. Excel is basic function that anybody will use in the office. You are not ready. What do you want to be doing? I'm in marketing and you'll be dancing around. No, that era is gone. That era is gone. It's now hard.
I was going to say you'll be dancing around.
You understand? AI is not writing all the copy. Nobody needs your copy anymore. AI is writing copy for weeks. Go and pay for the highest form of Claude. It's writing copy for weeks. No be job anymore. People are automating posting. No be job anymore. So they are weeding the what? The chaff. It's now hard. It's cycles. It will reach another set of people that are going to go very soon. Are those ones they call what do they call them again? Their job, they are going to go very soon. I'm telling you. What's the alternative to project management that they say is better?
Well,
the alternative that they will say
is it products?
It's not project manage. It's like a next level of project. I did the course self now. Can you remember? Why did I forget this?
Is it the course that you did from a popular person?
Yes, alternative to project.
Oh, okay.
Management. I will bring it to you now. I've googled alternative to Scrum Master. Thank you. Scrum Masters. Any Scrum Master listening now, better go and scrum your way into something else. Because AI is coming for your job.
AI is coming, or AI is here for your job.
Because Scrum Master, what do you want to do? You carry agile methodology, open Kanban board, cross your leg and be telling everybody to be talking. And then you be just be saying, Go and find job, Go and upgrade yourself. Everybody now has to have some level of technical know-how, no matter what you are doing. Yeah, I've said my own. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. Nigeria's poverty rate hit 63% in 2025. 63%. That's
Relax.
Relax. Walking.
Relax.
He's actually walking. The guy said
he's walking. He's walking. Relax.
Nigeria's poverty rate hit 63% in 2025, despite inflation slowdown. This is being World Bank, sir. World Bank.
Okay.
Do you understand?
This World Bank safe. We cannot be collecting money from them and they'll be giving us negative figure like this. Which kind of customers are they? It should be
when this story came out, all the people that used to support this guy. Have you noticed that on social, all the people that could, in first year of Tinubu's time, were trying to be very analytical with what's going on and how the economy is going to make a turn around and all of the. I used to just tell people, see, I understand the big English you're talking, but there are some general indicators I want to see that tells me the financial health or economical health of a country. And things like Nigeria's poverty rate hitting 63% doesn't tell me anything good. There's nothing you can tell me about turnaround or technical know-how, that when I see this, I'm like, nah, you can't convince me otherwise. Nigeria's poverty rate rose to 63% in 2025, even as inflation eased sharply, highlighting weak transmission of macroeconomic gains to households, according to the World Bank. This disclosure was made in the Nigeria Development Update, April 2026, titled Nigeria's Tomorrow Must Start Today, The Case for Early Childhood Development, released in Abuja. Nigeria's Tomorrow Must Start Today is something I probably heard in 1999. I don't know if you guys
NTA.
On NTA. The report showed poverty rising from 56% in 2023 to 61% in 2024 before reaching 63% in 2025, from 56 to 61 to 63. So how are you convincing me that people are living better if the poverty rate keeps climbing? How do you understand? This is an indicator. How do you convince me something else is happening?
Who do you think needs indicator to win an election in Nigeria?
It's not anything, no.
Like, why is this a conversation?
I don't understand why this.
Why are you taking this indicator to? Like, why are you taking it to? Which corners of this country are you going to preach indicators to?
The people
how
who
am I using
around,
this indicator as a bomb?
Exactly, against the president. Nothing now. The president is doing coastal road, bro.
It's not easy.
What are you talking about?
They launched a bridge. They
launched a bridge in Bayelsa, bro.
Come on, man.
What's Osagie saying? The World Bank.
The people annoyed with this new data are people that are not going to vote. So don't bother yourself. Only us are going to be riled up. The people that are voting and the people who know they are voting for, who they know that these people vote for them, do not care about these things. Simple as that. The APC boys in my area, this information self, they don't know how. That information be say when is money being dispensed, so they will collect their money. Simple as that. That's how everybody they talk on their own. Nobody right up by this now. This is not Yankee where the down market to go down by 2%. Trump will be shaking. No. Nigeria's poverty rate carries 99.9%. Nothing did happen. Nothing is happening. Forget. World Bank is wasting paper. How they not print this? How they not put it somewhere as PDF? Because if they put this is a waste of money. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's worthy to note that the surge in poverty came despite a sharp moderation in inflation. How? The data from the National Bureau of Statistics showed headline inflation drop from 34.8% in December 2024 to 15.15% in December 2025. I see MBS. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are how is the inflation number and the poverty number? How are they going like it's almost opposite?
I understand what's happening. World Bank is not. They do not understand the nuances of Nigerian economic day-to-day living. That's the problem.
Or the World Bank does not operate under the DSS.
That one today. It's all part of all of the above. It's all of the above. You understand?
Because MBS is reporting that inflation dropped from 34.8 to 15.5 in 1 year. Then from December 2025, right? A decline of 19.65% points. Again, food inflation also fell significantly from 39 to 10% over the same period. I don't believe you, MBS. Ever since your website went down, I don't believe you people.
I don't even blame you because, bro, who they pay your salary? So,
this is the refactoring they will do. They say, oh, I'm refactoring it again. This was going on.
Rejigging. They go rewarm them.
They warm them like ever. Well, despite these hard numbers and everything, your president was in Bielsa recently. And he
no, that's not how you say the story. That's not how you say the story.
Oh, how
he was in Lagos for 2 days, but decided not to come out. He was chilling in the Ikoyi. Then he decided that Bielsa actually has a better.
Was the place to be?
Was the place to be? See, Lagos all cast, so he flew all the way to Bielsa.
The air in Lagos is, to be fair, the air in Lagos is somehow.
Yes.
Don't say Lagos small, sure.
No. I just said it somehow.
Okay, so he went to breathe fresh air. He went to breathe fresh air.
Yeah.
In Yenagoa. Okay, let's hear what the president had to say.
It is very important that we are transparent, honest with our people. Yes, I hear you from various angles of the economy. The fuel prices is biting hard. But look around, let's just thank God together that you are better off. Listen to them in Kenya, in other African countries, what they are going through. We will not look back. We will continue to find ways to ameliorate the suffering of the vulnerables. This is a government.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. He says that
Mr. President.
What was that?
No, Mr. President, it is funny.
Hey, it's Mr. President now. That's a GCFR. All right. It says what? Let's thank God together that you are better off than those in Kenya and other African countries. Once he said that, I immediately pulled up the poverty percentage numbers in Kenya, and it's roughly 26%.
How do you know they're not rigid their own? They don't rebase their own too now. How you know they don't rebase their own? Nobody say Africa, all of us stay.
Oh my God.
Africa is a country now.
Oh my God.
Kenyans will just be chilling and be like, they don't bring that 50 cent meme. What the fuck? Why they bring me enter this kind of problem? Why?
Oh my God. All right. In other news, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I would love to be inside like a national economic meeting with Tinubu and his guys. I want to know what they talk about. I just want to hear the level of ball. I want to see the level of ball playing they know. Because clearly something is wrong up there. Something is clearly wrong in National Rock.
All right. In other news, Taiwo Oyedele, right? The Minister of State for Finance has finally admitted that there are errors in the new tax laws. Round of applause. I always appreciate a man who does what? Who, at the end of the day, can open up, look inwards, and admit that mistakes has been done, despite going on a whole press tour saying that there are no mistakes. I have to give it to him. Taiwo Oyedele, the Minister of State for Finance, has acknowledged that Nigeria's new tax reform laws contain errors, assuring that corrective measures are already underway to address the identified issues. When they were telling this man, including KPMG, not KPMG Nigeria, KPMG International, said that there are errors in this thing. This thing needs to be fixed. Everybody went crazy over the whole thing, saying, no, there are no errors. No, this is putting out explainers on upon explainers. The man has now come out to say there are errors. How do you people now look? How stupid do you people now look and sound? Because the man literally has said now that there are errors. And when people were saying there were errors, they said, no, you people are this, you people are that. The man has now admitted. What can you say for yourself? Everybody, crickets, you've all gone silent. I don't see how there should be errors in the tax reform. Like, it's so straightforward. Why should there be errors?
There'll be errors.
Do you know how important the tax reform is in a country? For there to be errors.
There has to be errors because you now want to do.
The tax reform has been a failure. The tax reform thing has been a failure anyway. So
you look at the March 31st. Yeah. Look at the March 31st deadline. Look at they're both good now.
It is a failure. Yeah.
When has the deadline been extended to?
On April something, but from the looks of things, boy, people are not even sending that thing again. They're both good. Because there's some people were already clamoring on social media that this doesn't make sense. Then now you said, oh, it's the internet, it's the website, we extend it. Don't worry.
So when has it been? When is now the new deadline? When is the new deadline?
April, so I can't remember, middle of April or the last week in April. I can't remember.
They will extend it again. They will keep extending it.
They'll keep extending it again now.
I don't even think they have any infrastructure to run
Osagie, a country that cannot do census should not be doing tax deadline, tax weekend, you should be doing those kinds of things. It's too much heavy lifting for them. Do census first. Maybe we know where we first day. They can't do census now. They want to be doing tax deadline. Lack of priority.
I'm searching for something. Let me find it. You know what? Let me just move on. I'm not going to do this. There's a serious Lassa fever outbreak in Nigeria right now.
Lassa fever?
Yes.
When hasn't there been?
Be like say Lassa fever be like Christmas. It go come back. Lassa fever don't come back again. No. You understand?
It's normal.
Ebola go. Everybody go. Lassa fever. Bro, we're paused when the first we're reporting about Lassa fever.
Yep.
It's been a decade now.
Yes, now. It's normal now.
That time we're checking all the beans we're eating. We're checking we even stopped eating gari.
Everything. Yeah.
I'm not surprised you haven't mentioned it because normally they do weekly updates on this thing and people die normally. It's not any gang. People are dying more of Lassa than COVID at one point in this country.
146 people have been confirmed dead in 11 weeks, and there have been 582 confirmed cases. 25 doctors have been affected, and 3 have lost their lives. If you are reading this, please stay safe. The virus spreads through the urine or droppings of infected rats or human-to-human contact. It starts like an ordinary fever, but it can quickly move to a bleeding, swollen face, and shock. Always cover your food and pots tightly. Block the holes where rats enter your house. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap. If you have persistent fever, stop swallowing random drugs from the chemist. Go to the hospital immediately. Our health workers are at risk.
If you go to the hospital, if you go to the hospital, sorry.
And proper personal protective equipment is life-saving, PPE. We cannot afford to lose more people to a preventable disease. Stay safe and retweet to save a life.
I'll just say that resident doctors just cut off that strike just last week. So I don't know which hospital they're talking about. Yeah.
2026.
Also, if you go to the hospital, where would it direct you to go get the medication? Because you don't go to the pharmacy.
And
there's inside pharmacy.
Then the doctor will then prescribe medicine for you.
Okay, you want prescriptions. Okay. That makes sense. I understand.
That's if doctors were around at that time. If they're around or not striking.
I don't know what to say about Lassa fever. I don't know. Do you understand? Like, I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. Nigeria does not have a healthcare system now. There's nothing to say.
146 people dead in 11 weeks. Bro, this is terrorist numbers now in other countries.
In terrorist numbers that we have here in Nigeria, what has been done? It's not people dying of Lassa.
146 people dying of Lassa fever. Bro, this is a national pandemic now. I don't know.
Did the Minister of Health come out to say anything? He didn't say anything now. So everybody else, they jollificate, they go.
I don't know what to say. I want to rant, but let's just keep moving. All right, in other news, a court has awarded 210 million naira against Airtel over copyright infringements. 210 million naira. What did they do? A federal court, High Court, by the way, sitting in Lagos, has awarded 210 million naira in damages against Airtel Networks Limited for the unlawful use of a musical work titled Nigeria Go Survive. Justice Ibrahim Kala, while delivering judgment on Monday, filed by the producer of the song Veno Marioge Mbanefo, held that Airtel's use of the work without license or authorization amounted to copyright infringements. I'm sure you guys know the song I'm talking about already.
They don't know. Gen Z don't know the song. Go play Amo.
Gen Z don't know the song.
Gen Z don't know the song. Go.
Gen Z gonna know the song now. Nigeria.
Gen Z don't know Lagbaja. Now they go know Nigeria Go Survive.
They're supposed to know Nigeria Go Survive now. Okay, if they don't know Nigeria Go Survive, let me play a snippet for you guys. Okay, song was sung in 1984, 1985.
84, 85. Buhari's time, sha, because it was a Buhari propaganda song.
Yes. Let's listen to Nigeria Go Survive by the one and only Veno Marioge.
Africa will survive. My people will survive.
Yes. That was Veno Mario Gay Mbane Fo. Nigeria Go Survive. It's a classic Nigerian record.
Classical.
When it talks to coping music, you can also put it right up there. I'm actually started looking for like Miss Madame Veno's pages, and I found her on Instagram. Followed her on Instagram already. She's very active. She posted 2 hours ago.
Oh wow.
Like she's active doing her thing on Instagram. I think she just opened her Instagram page, by the way, in 27th of January. So just as the money hits, because this is 27th of January, right? And I'm reading the Punch news report is when it's 27th of January as well. So
yeah, the alarms just enter.
The court probably put up like, when was the judgment delivered? Though? Let me see the date. If Punch is reporting the actual date. Man, I hate the way people report now. Like a federal court has blah blah blah. See, it says Judge Ibrahim Kala while delivering the judgment on Monday. Like I hate, when people used to do this in the newsroom, I fucking hated this shit, right? You know why I hated this thing? Because as like part of our job, right, was also being historians, looking for like old reports. And we hated when someone would just say judgment on Monday. Monday of when?
Which day?
5 W's and H, right? And then your when should be say Monday, January, whatever. Now Monday, I'm reading this thing 4 months later. I don't know which Monday this is. How can you write like this? Anyways, this is January 27. Punch reported this thing. She opened her Instagram page on January 27. The money hit hard. She opened her IG page, man. Okay, that's sharp. A joke. But anyways, I went to her LinkedIn and she's been very active. Okay, from 1984 to 2010, she was the assistant editor, senior writer, managing editor communications for Development Press, Classic Magazine, Family Encounters Magazine, Grace Corporate, whatever. She attended University of Jos from 1979 to 1983. She has a license and education in learning disabilities for children. From February 2011 to 2015, she was the editor of Elocution and Training. She was also a lecturer at the Sonny Rabo Institute of Media and Communications. She also, in 2018, she became a public speaking English elocution instructor. She is currently a script writer at VM Script Lab, right? VM standing for, you already know, Veno Mariogi, right? She's very active. Like she's on LinkedIn doing her thing, and I just started checking her on Instagram. I want to play a video when she was interviewed in 1984 to hear how this beautiful woman speaks.
By Balamila.
I admire things that are good. I saw brilliant people. As a hopeless dunce at school, I knew that good things are worth having because I haven't got it. Because they say the worth of a thing is best known by the want of it. And in this my show, if you just tune in this Balamila show, in this my show, I have tried as much as possible to bring quality. The first undergraduate, or somebody from the university who came into limelight in the field of music is Chris Okotie. Today I'm bringing on a brilliant young girl who just graduated from the University of Jos with a high honors degree in English, singing without any formal training to show you the tremendous quantity of talents being ruined in this country because we haven't got sufficient vents for the younger generation to maximize what they've got. I'm sure you'll be glad to join me to meet this charming young lady, Veno, as we want to know something about her. How did you come into singing? You know, I ran into you by accident.
Well, in my family, a lot of people sing, and I sort of grew up with music around me, and I just slipped into it sort of. And since then, I've been doing TV shows and attending school functions and singing to entertain people.
You guys can go and watch the interviews on YouTube. The title is Veno Chats with Balamila Performs DBR. All right, it's a 7-minute interview. And it's just amazing how, I want to say this, guys. You're not special. You that are listening to this. You're special, but you're not special. And I'll explain to you why. You see, everything we're experiencing, everything we're doing, it's been done in the past. And I need technology to do something for us. And I know we need to focus more on the future than the past, but I think the past is just as important. I want to explain this thing in a way where every generation and everybody experiencing something feels they're special. And I think that's needed. Don't get me wrong. I think that's needed to actually, for creativity to do something, right? To be daring and aspiring. But I also don't like, as we Nigerians and Nigeria don't place an emphasis on respect of what has happened before. Do you understand? Like, this is 1984, undergraduate. I think the following year she drops Nigeria Go Survive, big hits. Like, for every time we looked at a Mo Cheddar or Chidima or Arasta and everything, right? These versions have existed before. It's never been new.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I understand when we now say, oh, this person has streamed 1 billion streams, all these things, it's nice. Well, what is your fucking impact? She dropped a song in 1985. 40 years later, 41 years later, she's getting paid 210 million because the telecoms company used the song without her what? Without her
permission.
Her permission.
Oh, yeah.
210 miller. Right? So the money has been granted to her. I just want to say, I feel sorry for some people. Who do I feel sorry for? I actually feel sorry for the ad agency that used the song, not Tetel. Because
I swear. I swear.
The ad agency
I feel sorry.
Because
first of all, they've lost that contract, by the way.
My brother, that's not the main problem.
They've lost that account. It's a problem because most times it's one company that's paying your salary.
It's one account that is floating the whole company.
It's one account that's floating the whole company. And this is Airtel, bro.
Okay, let me just read the court verdict, right? Judge Stikala says it is hereby declared that the defendants engaging in the restricted acts in the use of the plaintiff's musical work titled Nigeria Go Survive, or any substantial part of it for advertisement, promotion, or telemarketing of its business, products, or services to the millions of its subscribers or customers without license or authorization amounts to infringement of the copyright of the plaintiff in the work. The judge awards 200 million naira as general damages and the sum of 10 million naira as cost of action, bringing the total award to 210 million naira. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. So usually what happens here is anytime a company works with an agency, an agency usually carries all the creative work and everything, right? Usually the company just signs off on it. Someone in-house in their own marketing team signs off on it when the agency works. But the company usually indemnifies itself, right? So an Airtel will indemnify itself and says, any lawsuit or anything we get through the work you create for us, we will just, anytime they give it to us, we just carry it and put it on top of your head. Do you agree? And the company usually says, oh, yeah, sure. We'll be fine on our side. So the agency has gone ahead to create this musical, this content, right? And use this song. They've been sued. Airtel gets sued, of course, because it's an Airtel product. They don't know the agency behind it. And Airtel just says, thank you. Okay, yes. Agency that created it for us, please take, this is yours. Boom. And that's what usually happens. It happened to, I don't know if you guys remember, but, I was heading compliance when we were working at Pulse. It was part of my job. Are you guys aware?
Yeah.
And we were, bro, this one was crazy. We're working for a company, right?
Yeah.
It's a mobile phone company. They create mobile phones, etc. And we created an ad for them. Fantastic ad. And one of the team members this is in the digital marketing function, because we now had a creative agency, remember, in the company, right? Within the company, we created a creative agency. And then someone went and took a 3-second drone footage from YouTube. 3 seconds.
Minimum.
And used the 3-second drone footage in the ad. Lord knows how this guy cut that 3 seconds when the ad came out. But he cut those 3 seconds. And then, booyah, lawsuit to the company we were working for, the phone brand. And those ones just said, gents, they just did like this. You know how you're on the line and they're passing rice. And then they're passing rice, right? And then you, as you're passing the rice to you have to pass it down. They were just passing it down to us. And so we had to bear that burden of whatever. And of course, had to, God, we thank God. I got into the mix of things. Man, no man. Shout out to some of my mentors who came into the game, and helped me out and everything. And then I saved the company like lots of thousands of dollars. But this is how the game works, guys. And so I just want to give a round of applause to Burna. The amazing work that you have done. Steve, you're on mute. You're talking. I don't care. The amazing work you've done.
No. I was just recommending the agency to come to talk to you.
Do you understand?
You know how to get things done. That's like.
Do you understand? I'm here,
that's
guys.
The moral of the story, man.
Osagie
is here, man. Reach out to Osagie.
Do you know my title?
Off-court settlements.
Yeah. Do you know my title?
What?
I'm a compliance engineer. That's what I am. I'm a compliance engineer.
It reminds me of the Omoni Oboli case too, where she used like a drone footage.
Yeah.
And the guy shot that shit down one time.
Burna looks so amazing. She looks so beautiful. This picture she put up on January 27, as in, she looks amazing. Anybody will look amazing. We get 210 million in the bank, man. Come on. Anyways, she's got today is what? 12th. Let me plug in this for her. She's got a 40 and Fabulous grand finale show going on. It's called 40 and Fabulous Naija. It's happening on Saturday, the 18th of April, 2026. Red carpet starts at 5 p.m. Transcorp Hilton Congress Hall. Regular 20K, silver 500K, gold 1 million, diamond 2 million. I don't know what the show is about, but it says 40 and Fabulous Grand Finale Season 3 is here and set to be an unforgettable night of style, sparkle, and pure celebration. Step out looking your absolute best. Hit the red carpet by 5 p.m. and get ready for an evening filled with great vibes, beautiful moments, and non-stop fun music. If I was in Niger, I'm attending this, man. I'm attending this. It's Burna. You know how many nights of walking and just typing, writing stories and being frustrated, and that song got me through it. I'm not going to lie. I used to put that song on repeat. It got me through stuff, man.
That song is a jam, sha.
And she looks so amazing and everything. Shout out to you, Burna Maruge. Mbanefo. Don't forget the hyphenated son name nowadays. All right, man, let's keep it moving. What do we have next in the news? Oh, I want to give a shout out to these lovely ladies. Got to give a shout out to Ayowande and Oyinyola. They have relaunched, they started a new podcast called Our Thing Called Life. You guys can know them from their previous podcast called Chatterbox. You remember that podcast? Chatterbox podcast. This shows lots of love as well. I want to show them lots of love. Congratulations on the launch of your new pod. I listened to the first episode. They've grown up so much. It's very mature. It's something I'm going to be listening to just to understand more of, the women's perspective on how they see a lot of things. If Loose Talk is seen through the lenses of 3 young men, you understand, and their experiences in life, honestly, these guys give me that vibe on the women's side as well, and I think it's something that people should listen to. So you guys listen to it. It's called Our Thing Called Life. It's probably on every platform. So on every platform you listen to your podcast. They are cousins, which makes it even more interesting. But one is like older, like I think some years older than the other, and they are more like sisters. It's really good. And I want to give a shout out to them because I can understand how it is to create something and do it for a while and shut it down and come back and do it again. It's come on, it's what we did. We could have started this podcast and named it something else and say, oh, we're changing it and no, bitches, it's Loose Talk. It's Loose Talk.
Loose Talk, baby.
Yes. All right. So I want to give a shout out to them. Congratulations again. And keep doing your thing, Ayowande and keep doing your thing. Congrats to you guys. Yes, do you know what is going on in Agege? We mentioned Agege earlier. Have you guys been following the LGA executive chairman of Agege, Mr. Abdul Ghani Obasa? Mudashiro's
apparently he's the Obama of Agege right now.
I gotta give it to him. I've been following a couple of and somebody said this. I can't remember who said this. I think it was Doc or somebody, right? The lowest barrier to entry for people to actually loving you and you actually fixing problems is to be a local government chairman.
Yes.
And just sort people's problems.
When you're financially empowered.
Yeah, of course. You start sorting like just immediate problems and people can see the problems that you're sorting. I think it's the closest way to like even becoming, I don't know if it's becoming a governor, right? Because other people don't know you in other localities. But like people will champion the fuck out of you from your own local governments. And so far, I've been seeing this guy, like he's younger, so his use of media is a bit different, right? He's doing something. It might not be on the level of what Mandami is doing in New York, right? But like constantly and consistently putting out what he's doing, right? For me, if you're going to ask me right now, in 2026, with how people use media and everything, who is one of the most active local government area chairmans, I'm going to mention this guy because every time on my timeline, I see him doing something, right? And there's something he did recently which got a bit of backlash, and his reaction to it shows me that he's listening and he's thinking in real time, right? So in March, in late March, he introduced what they call the Agege Residence Card, a structured approach to better serve our people and deliver targeted impact, right? I'm reading what he tweeted. It says this initiative is designed to identify and register actual residents of Agege, ensuring that government interventions reach those that are meant for. With the classification system, red card means persons with disabilities, yellow card, poor and vulnerable, blue card, general residents. We are able to differentiate beneficiaries, improve planning, and deliver more effective economic empowerment programs. The resident cards also provide access to welfare support, health services, drug relief funding, and other community benefits, while strengthening our data systems for better decision-making. Looking ahead, it will support initiatives like subsidized green transport on key routes, ensuring inclusive and affordable mobility for our people. It's about structure, accountability, and making sure no one truly needs support is left behind. Now I read this, right, and I'm like, this makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense here is the classification system. You can't do that. When you start classifying people based on disabilities, poor and vulnerable, or general residents, it creates some sort of what's the word I'm looking for, guys? Some sort of segregation.
Yeah.
And so you can't do that. So you might have had like good intent behind it, but like the
execution.
And even the strategy here is off, right? And a lot of people gave him the feedback online immediately. Like you can't do that. Nowhere. You have to find a way to identify like vulnerable people, but you can't start classifying people. So I have a card now. I'll be marginalized now. Do you understand? Like it doesn't work that way, right? So he came back and said, following feedback from well-meaning Nigerians and others. I like what he did there. So for well-meaning Nigerians, and others, we have reviewed the structure of the Agege residence card. Concerns were raised about the use of color categories, particularly the words poor and vulnerable on the card, and we have listened. In response, we will adopt a single unified design for all residents while still maintaining its core purpose, proper identification, improved data, and easier access to welfare programs, healthcare support, and other community benefits. The goal remains clear: serve with dignity, fairness, and inclusion while ensuring that support gets to those who need it the most. We will always listen, and we are always ready to refine our approach in the interest of our people. I love you all. Do you understand? And I've been following a lot of stuff you've been doing. This is not to take away from the fact that you understand it's a nepotic thing that went on there, etc. But see, if you are fixing shit and people are happy, and you are raising people, just the welfare of people, better than what it was before, significantly better, I'm not mad at it. George Bush Sr. was president. George Bush became president. You understand? Like it is what it is. But if you're fixing stuff and you're getting stuff together, and it's like his last post now, he says, we're expanding access to healthcare by enrolling less privileged residents into the Lagos State Health Management Agency insurance scheme. This is what I want to hear. Insurance for poor people. So people can actually go to the hospital if they pay as little as, and this insurance, you pay as little as 2.5. Because I was working in a company where they used to use our company as how they call it now, Steve, collections. You create like an app. People can go to our POS operators and they can pay the amount, and then they can put the money, your insurance, into their account. And once the insurance is in the account, you have your card, everything is updated. We did it in Oyo State. We rolled it out in Oyo State and it was successful. So anything like health insurance, all this is what I want to be hearing. I don't want to hear phantom projects. We're building another bridge. No. The healthcare and the welfare of people. This is what I want to hear. The other one he talked about, when with 2 of our MSME capacity building program, and the momentum is building beyond training, it's about real opportunities with 180 million naira available to support small businesses at just 9% per annum. We're not teaching growth, we're funding it. This is what I want to hear. Giving out loans 9% per annum is great. It's still high, but like, you understand my point. It's better than what the banks are doing. Okay, a 180 million naira. This is what we have. How can we help businesses? This is what I want to hear. So I'm impressed. I'm sorry, I'm impressed. They are working on the reconstruction of the failed drainage along old Lagos Abeokuta road. There's another thing he was doing. That one was a federal road, but the guy was getting it done. So there's a 7-minute video of him here on News Central talking about, local government autonomy and everything. You guys can go check it out. And everything. See, again, yes, what's going on? His dad is Mudashiro Basa. Do you understand? But if he's getting, these things are not black and white. That's what I'm trying to explain to people.
If he's doing more than his father, then it's okay.
If things are being done, okay. He joined Olalekan Fabilola, the host of Maso Yimbo, for a strategic conversation on preserving and promoting Yoruba culture in Agege local governments. Explored initiatives to drive cultural competitions across primary and secondary schools while strengthening collaboration with our community and traditional institutions to keep our heritage alive. Our culture is our identity and we remain committed to protecting and passing on to the next generation. I love it. I can't be mad at it. Do you understand? How many other bro, I grew up in a place where the Ayobo local government chairman, he lived in Lekki. We didn't used to see him. He wasn't doing anything. So if somebody is doing something, I can't be mad at it. I just want to say that. I can't be mad at it. All right, guys, where are we? Let's do this. Let's do this. Burna Boy. Let's do this. Are you guys ready?
Sorry. I forgot about that. I was even forgotten about that incident. All right, man, let's do it if we have to. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Big
Steve Mike, no. Steve Mike, not there.
If you have to.
Big seven.
You are now listening.
First of all, rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. Don't spill no drink on my clothes when I'm Louis V dripping. Don't like stress in my dome. Straight to the head when I'm 1942 sipping. Been wavy since morning. Not they talk to me in public. Mix my drink with a little money. Smoke my weed to declare, Lamborghini driver, Rari 458 Italia. I really spent $1 million just to Richard Millis, and I'm from willy-nilly through the city.
You're now listening to
Don't know they talk to me in public. I'm in a different place. If you see me tonight, you can clearly see that I've been wavy since morning.
Yes, Mr. Burna Boy is in the news again. Mr. Burna Boy is... I didn't want to talk about this topic, like I said in the group. I don't want to talk about this topic because
I don't even want
about 10 years ago, on his own very own album,
which they're still owing us royalties for.
On his very own album, his second album.
Are we the next people to get 210 million naira?
I'm going to redo my whole Instagram page, and I'm going to do my own 40 and Fabulous show.
Guys, guess what? 210 is easily divisible by 3. It's easy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is Steve getting part of this?
Why is it 3? Yeah, it's 2 now.
Why is Steve getting part of this body?
No,
I didn't hear his voice. Wait, let me go and listen to that fucking thing again. I didn't hear his voice on the spaceship now. Wait, let me go and listen.
If I'm not there, that means you guys have no case, no 210 million. So let's move on.
Wait,
we don't say Steve will be witness.
Wait. This is the intro of on the spaceship.
So what do you think about Burna Boy?
That's Ayo.
Fantastic artist, but
Osagie.
I think he's on the path of destruction. Why? Well, we've all seen it. We've all seen what Burna Boy can do and can't do. Burna Boy can make good music, but Burna Boy can't be a responsible artist. Burna Boy cannot keep everything within as an artist. Controversy has clouded his whole career. It just shows how, from the progression from how he started, fantastic music, you know, smothered by controversy upon controversy upon controversy up till now. But he has the hits, and he has that bad boy image, which goes with the controversy as well. See, talent is never enough. Burna Boy is one of the most talented Nigerian artists right now, right? He makes good music, he's got good lyrics, but talent is never enough. If talent was enough, you know, Majek Fashek will still be the #1 artist, maybe in Africa or the world. We've seen artists come and go just because they couldn't keep their career together. They couldn't put it together. You know, only this year, Burna Boy has been in, say, four or five controversies, from threatening to kill bloggers to, you know, posting pictures of guns on his Instagram to calling out the mamas because he wasn't self-nominated. He was nominated, you know, he didn't have any solo nominations. To fighting with, you know, reggae artists in Southern Africa, you know, and all that, threatening to kill people. I mean, if you can't have all that and have a peaceful career. It doesn't work that way. Controversy will kill you.
What more can we say? That was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
You know, I forgot that I even called that the mamas. That has even skipped my memory.
That's 10 years ago. By the way, Steve, I didn't hear your voice there. So this 210 where you they talk.
But you don't say Loki.
Now big two. Big two.
Listen to Ayo.
Yeah.
Even at this era of streaming, there's a strong case for us to go and meet the Burna Boy and say how far. Now our voice is used now.
Yeah, so what will happen? Worst case scenario, what will happen is they will take down the song.
They will take down this.
Yeah, there will be a takedown. Spotify will be the first person to take down. Those ones they don't even want to hear anything. Do you understand? It's like if you look at what's happening with the Black Bones ACL thing. The song is on every other platform, but Spotify is very copyright stringent, right? So one case they take the song down, you know. So they would have taken. If we write Spotify now, they will take it down.
Yeah.
Because our voice, you know, there's no clearance, you know. But whatever.
But you know, because we don't stay in we don't move in the same circles.
This is what we said 10 years ago.
What of if Pulse cleared it?
If Pulse cleared it, well, then there needs to be a contract between us and Pulse stating that they have the right to clear it, and it's there.
Was Pulse even know that?
You were employed. You guys were employed by Pulse.
But
so
is there in any contract that says any work created by XYZ blah 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 blah, and then you have to stipulate is it owned forever over a period of time? There are a lot of things that have to go into that. But first of all, as that thing
because
is
of 210 million.
Are you joking?
Because of because of that, you realize it's crazy. But as all that thing is entering, the song is the thing is taken down first. That's what Spotify will do. They always take it down as you're arguing it. But who cares? Like if you take it down, who fucking cares? Do you understand? It's not even a song, you know. But I'm saying all that to say, Steve, you know, get hand for that 210 million.
Hello.
Now me and Steve, but we can cut you. You understand?
I don't want cut. I want share. I don't want cut. I want a share. I'm entitled to a share.
That way they spoil ADC with this.
So no.
This was happening in ADC. Do you understand? The faction guy said, "I want a share." What has happened is that the leader of that faction, they've not promised him.
They've not promised him something. They never settled on.
And he's looking at this billionaire guy dashing money to churches and hospitals.
It's also naive from their own part. You guys are like seasoned politicians. This is just.
I've seen it coming.
You've seen it coming now. It's too clear for you to just miss. Come on, man.
Because the guy is being motivated by external forces again.
Yup.
It's being gingered.
Anyways, let's get into this Burna Boy thing, right? Burna Boy, DJ Tunes, a whole altercation happened. Who wants to give us a story? Ayo, please. Everybody sends it to the group and says, Ayo, your industry. Ayo, your industry.
I don't know why. It's something that started the narrative, but anyway. So on Monday, at the famous DJ Obi Sports in Lagos, DJ Tunes was playing. And also at that same moment, Burna Boy and his entourage were in the same spot because, first of all, Burna Boy loves DJ Obi and his DJ Obi's house. So that is most likely where you see Burna Boy in Lagos. If you don't see him at Obi's house, then you see him at Sacred Palace. Those are the two places you see Burna Boy. Now, it seems there must have been an undercurrent of beef between Burna Boy and DJ Tunes, and by extension, Wizkid. Because we could all see the video where there was a kerfuffle between DJ Tunes and Burna Boy. Now, according to Burna Boy, he went solo dolo on DJ Tunes. He didn't have any backup. He did his thing mano a mano. According to videos...
I'm sorry, just to interrupt before you go on. You're confirming to us that Burna Boy...
I'm not confirming.
You are telling us that Burna Boy indeed confirmed that he physically assaulted somebody on camera.
In the video with the greatest actor of all time, Charlie Poppy. Because Charlie Poppy was acting very unbothered. Like, bro, I didn't know the waiting I come here for. Now,
they say your composure.
Yeah, so Burna Boy claimed that yes, there was a physical altercation between him and DJ Tunes. Now, according to other several sources who were out there, including Lucky Boy, in case you don't know who Lucky Boy is, just Google him. You know who Lucky Boy is.
Wait, who is Lucky Boy?
Lucky Boy is a guy that goes around streaming on the streets of Lekki and is very famous with celebrities. He calls himself a celebrity beggar. Yeah. There's no need to go in that rabbit hole. It's just one of those weird things that happens online. And he claims that Burna Boy's entourage, actually beat up DJ Tunes. Obviously, we now saw the video of somebody who looked like DJ Tunes on the floor and who was being matched repeatedly by unidentifiable men.
Stomped on, you mean?
Yeah, stomped on. Let me use the hip hop terminology. He was stomped on, by men wearing very heavy boots. And there were a lot of, tweets again confirming this and all that. So that was what happened at DJ Obi's house. 24 or 48 hours later, the person in the middle of this, Wizkid, came out to deliver his own tweets alleging homosexuality, a homosexual relationship between Burna Boy and everybody's once favorite producer and hip hop mogul Diddy, who is now in prison for obvious crimes to humanity. And that is the story, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
You are saying that Wizkid then came out and made claims, the same claims Speed Darlington made.
Yes, Speed Darlington made, and also Chief Priest has also slightly made too.
Why do
now? What has not even confirmed is that it's not even Nigerian press anymore that is covering this. Complex, one of the biggest music publications that we have, sites that we have also jumped on this and reported it as well. So yes, that's where we are in the state of affairs between Burna Boy, Wizkid, and DJ Tunes in the middle.
We are washing our Afrobeats laundry.
Yes,
our Afrobeats linen in public.
In public, it's not international. It's not clear internationally that there is something wrong with Burna Boy and Wizkid, who were once faves. Even though I have a theory that their relationship was hinged on, as Yoruba people say, olote. Now actual friendship, and now that is no longer serves them, that narrative no longer serves both of them. They've decided to show their true colors.
If you want make a ginger, give me tea, kokoro. My coach, I be your love. Anywhere I go, just come up with my bum, my love. So they do like polo.
If you want make a ginger, give me the kokoro. My body be your love. Come make a show you my banana. No, they do like bolo.
If you want make a ginger, give me the kokoro. My coach, I be your banana. My body be your love. I mean, what I cannot do for your love. All of I go carry your love us. They carry do since I don't want that. I know go responsible if you injure. Cause you know your vibe just they give me ginger. I don't make you wild when I put it in ya. Cause you know my style like the city future. I don't be babala with me, I just be singer.
I know be babala with me, I just be singer. Okay, so that is what is going on. All right.
Yes.
Where do we move from here? Can you please permit me to read out some the Burna Boy controversy tracker?
Oh, there's a tracker now.
Yes,
shout out to whoever who did it because that is quite lengthy.
Claude did it in 5 minutes for me.
Shout out to Claude.
Yeah. In 2010, there was a London stabbing incident. It is reported that Burna Boy was arrested by London police at the age of 18 for alleged involvement in stabbing that resulted in a death. He was reportedly tried as a minor, sentenced to jail and returned to Nigeria after roughly 11 months on parole. He has denied these allegations. In 2015, there was a poolside brawl with someone called Buffalo Soldier. Burna Boy was reported to be involved in a physical altercation with Zimbabwean dancehall star Buffalo Soldier at a poolside event in South Africa. The incident attracted significant media coverage across both countries. No formal charges reported. In late 2015, a man was allegedly beaten up by Burna Boy's bodyguards following a road incident in Lekki, Lagos. South African rapper AKA was reportedly present during the incident. No formal legal action reported. Also in 2015, a US-based Nigerian artist, Dr. Spice, claimed Burna Boy collected about $5,000 from a music video collaboration in 2015, but never delivered, and also failed to credit or pay royalties for co-writing and providing backup vocals on a track. Spice went public with the evidence in 2025 after a decade of silence. Burna Boy's team were unresponsive, legal action threatened. In October 2017, after Mr. 2K publicly criticized Burna Boy's comments about Nigerian pastors, Burna Boy reportedly sent threatening direct messages saying, "You better have that energy when I come for you because I will be coming for you." This escalated to a robbery incident, right? There was a robbery incident at Echo Hotel in October 22 of 2017. Mr. 2K was attacked and robbed at gunpoint in his hotel room at Echo Hotel and Suites. After performing at the Buckwild and Breathless concert, suspects arrested by police, including Burna Boy's road manager, Joel Kantiok, confessed that they were hired by Burna Boy, who allegedly paid 50,000 naira before and 50,000 naira after the attack. Burna Boy was arraigned on December 2017. The case was settled after Mr. 2K withdrew charges. In the same year, November 2017. Oh, okay. The same thing with the 2K thing. In the same year, December 2017, Burna Boy and several men reportedly stormed Twist Lounge in Lagos and physically confronted Davido. An eyewitness said Burna Boy went straight to Davido's table and blows were exchanged before club security ejected Burna and his group. He was ejected from the venue. No criminal charges were laid upon. In 2021, rapper CDQ accused Burna Boy's entourage of attacking him at Qlux nightclub in Lagos during an altercation that reportedly involved footballer Obafemi Martins. The incident escalated into a public social media feud. Social media fallout, no criminal charges filed. In June 2022, Burna Boy's police escorts reportedly opened fire inside Cubana nightclub in Lagos after a woman declined Burna Boy's invitation to join him in the VIP section. 2 people were injured. Security guards affiliated with Burna Boy were arrested and charged with attempted murder. The woman later alleged the singer and his family tried to silence her with hush money. Guards arrested, charged with attempted murder, hush money alleged. In 2022, Shatta Wale, Ghanaian rapper Shatta Wale, publicly alleged on Twitter that he and Burna Boy had raped each other's girlfriends. Burna Boy did not directly address the rape accusation, dismissing Shatta Wale as a pig and refusing to engage further. Allegation not formally pursued. Burna Boy denied engaging. These are all reports that have been curated and I'm reading. Let's go. Yep. And there you have it, guys. There you have it. A decade worth of what? This is from 2010. Over a decade of violence. So when I see this happening to the point where he's confident enough to openly claim on video that yes, he did indeed assaulted somebody. There's nothing surprising to me. There's nothing you people want me to say that I can react to this, because we have been seeing this happen for over a decade. And what have we done? We have listened to the music and we have attended his concerts and we have reviewed his album and we have loved him and we have championed him. He's gone on to win Grammys. He's been consistent with this thing. I have to give it to him. This is not any cloak and dagger attitude that he's been. This is not I've been doing this in the background. You people never knew I was. He's been doing it publicly. And from time to time, he will tell you people that you are all stupid. And even the genre that he built and grew up on, right?
You that you are useless. Yeah.
Is a nonsense genre that all they say there is nonsense. He's done it constantly. So why is anybody surprised that this is happening?
The Nigerian listening audience will continue to reward him. A small example I want to make. You could see how the American music audience reacted to him when he threw that woman out of the concert. And the woman came out to say, she had just lost a loved one and everything. You could see the pressure on him and how, and a lot of people might not know this, there are a lot of behind the scenes things that Burna had to do to ensure that he looked like a good guy, running from pillar to post and everything. And that's how you know a society that values people, that you can't just treat people anyhow. There has to be consequences for that. In Nigeria, nobody cares. Burna Boy will use his Timberland to match your head at his concert. You wait 6 hours for this guy to come on stage. The guy will tell you that he's only coming on stage because of Seyi vibes, and you people will still listen. You use your hard-earned money to watch somebody who doesn't rate you. So here we are. There's nothing we want to say that is different from what we said on his album 10 years ago. Literally, you see the same person. For just 1 or 2 years, somebody just told him to rebrand as an African liberator, and Grammy dropped it. And the moment you touch that Grammy, for Koyo. At the end
January
of the day.
1, 2022, after a Love Damini concert at the Love Damini New Year concert in Lagos, Burna Boy kept thousands of fans waiting approximately 6 hours before taking the stage. When the crowd complained, he reportedly snapped, "If una no love me, now God will punish you," before blaming organizers for logistical failures. In 2022 as well, at the Love Damini concert, an overzealous fan attempted to climb on stage. Burna Boy reacted by physically kicking the fan off the stage, causing outrage among attendees and on social media. Condemned online, no official apology reported. Then you talked about where he literally ejected somebody, right? Summoned his security to remove a fan from a concert because the fan's face did not look encouraging enough. Guys,
that's not the first time he has done it. Years ago, he kicked out a fan also at a show abroad for the guy because the guy was not dancing.
Yes, it's here in Atlanta. A concert in Atlanta. Burna Boy paused the performance to confront a man who was not dancing. He handed the man money and had the security escort him out, saying, "Oh yeah, go home." Bro, I can go on. Like, I only picked the violence ones. But like, I can go on because there are things.
The controversies are still plenty. Yeah.
It is a lot. So Steve,
his rap sheet is too many.
I didn't want to talk about this. I've ended up talking about it. What do you?
Well done. I think in truth, you guys have always talked about Burna's issues, the controversies, but I think what we've not talked about what the conversation we've not had yet about Burna is the massive lie that is at the heart of his entire career. Give me a minute or maybe an hour. Let's go. Because let's be real, right? Obviously, Burna is like an over-pampered, like I would say he's an idiot who he has gotten away with violence and impunity for years simply because he lives in a country where there's no rule, especially for people with money.
There's no rule of law.
Rule of law.
There's no rule of law, right? His whole personnel, like the African giant, the rebel, it's all a lie.
It's cosplaying a lie. It's cosplaying.
This is a man who was born into privilege. Like, bro, you went to Corona. You and Ayo.
Yes.
You and Ayo went to Corona.
Trust fund kid, man.
Like, look at how gentle Ayo is. You know why? Because he's not living a lie. Although Ayo went to Apapa, the Corona in Apapa shot.
Apapa was very good then. Apapa was very good then.
So it's important that we make that distinction.
It's when outside from Lagos started. Yeah.
I don't know where this stuff. Burna, you come from a stable home, a 2-parent household, bro. Like you were sheltered. He reminds me of that Eminem diss.
So your name is Clarence.
Yeah, so
with 2 parents.
Yeah, so you say you went to Cambridge. That's a private school. Then he later said, "What's the matter, dog? Are you embarrassed? This guy is a gangster. His real name is Clarence."
That Clarence comes from a home with 2 parents.
Yeah, Eminem was talking about Burna Boy. You know, Burna Boy was never off the street. You didn't grow up on the streets. Listen, see, I have to explain what real life like, what it entails for like courtism in Nigeria. And this is not promotion. This is just painting a reality, right? Let's take courtism for example. Courtism is a campus activity that's crossed over to the streets, because there's a lot of similarities. Do you get? There's a lot of similarities to it, right? On these streets, in this real world that the courts, like these gangsters, these thugs, the streets that they live in, there's zero protection apart from what you get from your own court, from your own clan, from your own guys. Do you get?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you slip up, you pay for it with your life or maybe your freedom. That's the reality of the world. But then you have fake gangsters like Burna Boy who skip the real world scenario entirely and only became a courtist as a privileged individual. You get? He didn't join for the survival of the street or like what
the factors that he didn't have those factors that led him there.
He joined for the aesthetics. So why the real street guys are dodging real life situations, the law, they're dodging oppositions. Burna Boy is playing gangster with police protection.
Bro,
with convoy.
You say you're a street, with convoy. You have police protection. With he also added the protection that he bought with his money from the streets because he didn't earn it.
He didn't earn it now.
He didn't earn it.
He bought it, claims a street guy, and then uses police for protection.
Police for protection. All this to play the script of I'm a hard guy.
This is a guy who, you know what he is? He's a guy who wore a costume and went to attend Comic-Con.
That's all. Like, and nobody would have batted like an eye if he was just keeping up with this fake persona without hurting nobody.
Because you are not the only person doing this.
Thank you. But as Osagie has listed, you've hurt people who are not even street guys, like people who are civilians, people who have nothing to do with your toughness.
As a matter of fact, in the whole thing I've read, there's not one that you have actually done and gone to a cult clash or like a clash and say, "Oh yeah, a street clash."
He's a bully. That's what cowards do, bro.
Damn,
that's what they do to Mr. 2K. Mr. 2K allegedly.
DJ Tunes.
DJ Tunes, the couple at the Cubana bar. These are people,
everyday people,
civilians, bro.
Bro, this reportedly, this is a man who was protecting his own girlfriend from your group in the club. and you attacked him. Somebody who just came to have fun.
This is crazy.
Like it's and
It's
here
kind
we
of bullying.
are. And here we are in 2026. You're on Instagram live admitting to slapping a DJ. Like because like it's a pattern of violence against people who are just trying to enjoy it. Like who are just he's not fighting any system or other gangsters. This is the definition of a coward. I'm telling you. And the lie does not end there.
Thank you for going to where I want to.
This guy wanted to start playing the revolutionary fella.
African liberator.
This idiot went to shrine to perform and stripped to his underpants.
And said, and I was cosplaying fella who has never been in his underpants
on stage.
Do you understand the depth this guy has gone to live a lie?
He doesn't even understand. Yes.
He doesn't even. Bro, let me go to. Thank you
Fela
that you pointed
has
out
never been on stage in his underpants.
He's such a fake guy. Talking about what? Talking about cosplaying things you don't understand. Remember his African Giants era, where he started preaching about Pan-Africanism.
Yes.
Then we later found out that this guy he knows nothing about it.
Nothing.
Because in the interviews when they wanted to drive him there, he was fluffing his lines.
Yeah, he was running away from it.
He was running away from it. And guess what? Ultimately, 2020, when it was time to walk your talk, when Nigerians, young Nigerians were what did you do?
To you as they looked up to House, Run Town, and all these guys. What did you do?
Thank you. You ran away
and dropped one song.
That's it. Burna, you are not that guy.
See,
you remember he was. Remember when he was forming anti-government. But later we found out that was also a lie, right?
He can't be anti-government now. Yes, now. He can't be.
Yeah, you're just on. It's like the reason why you are cosplaying these things is just because there's an insecurity beneath that you are hiding. You're an insecure guy. You're not that guy. Anyway, I say all this to tell you that the only real Odogu I know is in a movie called Love in Every Word. now that only Odogu I know. Every other Odogu is a fake. Thank you.
And guess what? Thank you very much, Steve, for that. Thank you. And guess what? People are tired and sick of your nonsense.
It's disgusting at this point.
People are tired and sick of it. Like, how long are you going to do this for? And Nigeria,
I'm not sure it's everyone that is. I'm not sure it's everyone that is tired.
Yeah, you know there's a
because
common joke.
It takes me to my next point.
Yeah, before you go to your next point, Steve, you know there's a common joke.
Yeah.
That if you are chilling in the club and you see Burna and his crew, that is time for you to go home.
You can imagine
whatever you are doing.
You can imagine the rubbish. Imagine the nonsense.
So
talking about people who are not. Yeah. What?
It's a thing. If you see Burna and his crew, just leave.
Bro, not joke. It's just they go out.
Talking about people who are not tired. What pisses me off is also the people who carry microphones. They call themselves journalists, media personalities, who refuse to just call a spade a spade. I saw this annoying video from Ade Shokbe Olajide, right, reacting to this Burna incident, and it just reminded me of why we are where we are as a people, as a country, as a culture. Like, you're supposed to be this. Okay, you're an authority in Afrobeat space, right? Yet you put out like one of the most irrelevant and meaningless media I've seen like in the video he said Burna Boy is allegedly in a scuffle.
Which one do you want to listen to? He put out one and then he
put
out
one that he put
one.
Up.
The one he put
out.
The
one about there's no violence in Afrobeat. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Let's listen to it, man.
The message. About 24 hours ago, a video went viral appearing to show superstar DJ Tunez on the ground being stomped on. Later on, reports came out that he had got allegedly into a scuffle with Burna Boy. And after that, a couple of videos showing different angles, showing both of them in a scuffle, including a couple of other people too. Now, let's be honest. The industry doesn't need any type of violence at all. When violence comes into a culture, it reduces the opportunities that's available to that culture because promoters, concert organizers, club owners will start thinking twice before having different sets of people in the same room or on the same stages. And that ultimately starts to affect the genre and the culture as a whole. Listen, social media is not real life. However, as fans, ambassadors, people that support these artists and entertainers, our roles are not just to encourage and clap for them when they're doing something incredible, but also encourage them to do better and stay away from something that can cost them dearly. DJ Tunez being on the ground and being stomped on by a group of people could have led to something even more severe. Brain damage, in some cases, even loss of life. Yes, I repeat, people have lost their lives from one single punch. And that changes the whole conversation completely this morning. If either of the groups had a weapon, either a firearm or a bladed weapon in their possession yesterday, and they felt that their lives were being threatened, they would have been forced to use it. And Lord knows what the consequences would have been this morning. It's always great when people cuckoo and kiki on social media, but in reality, there are serious consequences that can change lives and ultimately generations. Artists like Burna Boy are not only superstars and ambassadors of our culture, but they're also leaders of empires that feed hundreds and hundreds of people. If anything affects their income negatively, it doesn't just affect them, it affects hundreds of other families, wives, children, who their livelihoods might be stopped. We must ensure that we keep encouraging our artists, our celebrities and entertainers with this position that God has blessed us to do the right thing. We're not only being watched in Lagos, we're being watched globally. One of the people that sent me that video 24 hours ago was one of the heads of the biggest media platforms in the world. You go do your research. That shows the type of people that are interested in our culture, interested in our industry, and are focused on our entertainers. Once again, violence only takes away from our culture and doesn't add to it. Social media is not real life. If we truly love these people, we must always encourage them to do better and protect them from doing something that could cost them their livelihoods and in some cases, their lives. The worst thing in this life is this: to remember the moment that you lost it all. I repeat, the worst thing in this life is to remember the moment that you lost it all. That moment that cost you everything. I hope this message gets to the people that it needs to get to. And I hope this will be the last of its kind in our culture.
Steve, you're going to react to this and everything. I really don't want to react to this because I don't want to. I just want to say Adeshokwe should be looking at changing his citizenship to Switzerland. It's amazing. It's amazing how
the neutrality of it all.
Yeah, the neutrality of it. It's amazing. The way he's been able for 4 minutes. You're on mute, Steve. On 4 minutes, he was able to
say everything.
This is Geneva Convention levels of being, being in the middle. It's amazing. Yes,
the
Steve.
The point I'm trying to make about this thing is, if you're not going to address the violence and actually condemn an aggressor, man, take your two-faced opinions out of here, bro. What's the happen here now? I don't understand. Are we kids? Like there's someone has a history of being a perpetrator. Then you come and make this video about fans. Now you want to start blaming fans now, right?
That means I should stop Burna. I should go and meet Burna Boy's entourage and say, please,
all right.
Guys,
that's that for him.
I think it says a lot of. I think it says a lot of, he has a lot of, of course, points here which make a lot of sense.
Of course,
but I think where I have not an issue, but where I think he needs to do going a bit further, and I understand why he won't, but he needs to go a bit further, is when he says we need to encourage. My question would be, how do you then encourage? You encourage by condemning wrongdoings.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You start off by saying what you have done here is wrong. You need to do better. I think that's the only way to encourage. And he's not going to do it. And a lot of people in the industry are not going to do it.
Nobody's going to call out Burna because you don't want to use
because he's powerful.
supposed access. Yes, and he's very powerful.
He's powerful. And we've said this around the time that media can't do any calling out, especially in the entertainment space anymore, because they deny you access. We can do this on this podcast
because we're not saying them.
We actually don't give a fuck. And because we don't dance in that space. But the people who play in that space and dance in that space, especially if you are media adjacent, you can't do anything. Not that you can't, because you have the ability. You won't do anything because you are also protecting your own interests. But in the long run, what you think you are protecting would not exist anymore. There's someone who is a clear aggressor in this case, but nobody's in the media, right? And when I mean in the media and industry space doesn't seem to be calling him out. Why can't you call him out and say, this thing I watched is wrong?
Say, guys,
I'm talking about the big guys, the old guys. I don't want to start calling names because everybody say, oh, Osagie, why are you calling names? Blah, blah, blah. But all the OGs, the ones in their 60s, in their 50s, and in their 40s, who play in this space, who, if another thing is happening, they go wrong, come down. At least Adeshokwe is even doing a video and addressing it. It was also on Rise TV. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But why are you people not condemning this? So, do you know that? He mentioned something here. One blow could have been a fatal blow. And that guy could have died. But let me tell you something, guys. Giants listening. If Burna had assaulted DJ Tunes to the point where DJ Tunes lost his life, there's nothing that is happening to Burna, guys.
Nothing
is happening to Burna.
Nothing.
That is the amount of power we have given people in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Once you have money and you have access, he'll be fine.
Works.
What did they do to when those guys confessed that they were on behalf of Burna? They almost threw 2K. Let me explain to you. People don't know what they did to 2K. I think it was on the 4th or 5th floor. They almost threw him out of the window. They wrapped him in the bed sheets and almost threw him out. He was screaming. People downstairs on the ground floor outside saw what was going on and started saying, "What's going on there? What's going on there?" And then those boys ran away. It was not a robbery. They were going to throw him out of the window. What happened? He was in detention for some time, blah, 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 blah. He left. They dropped the case, whatever happened. How did they gain access to his hotel room?
Okay.
Do you know? Because 2K's label at the time, they went and sued Echo Hotel, you know?
Yes, they did.
Echo Hotel had to change their strategy of how people could get access into rooms after that.
Yeah.
So, what's going on? Should I talk about my own story? How I was almost assaulted by I don't just want to talk about it.
Almost stabbed.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you know all these stories. You create a video like this and you say, you know what? I watched this video. Some bullshit. Burna Boy, this is some bullshit. Because if you do it as a leading voice,
it resonates.
People will then come out and say, you know what, this can't happen.
You know what, this guy is exactly.
You have done what, and I didn't want to go here, but you have chosen your pockets over what?
What the right thing.
Over doing the right fucking thing. Last. You know why? You know why I say you've chosen your pockets?
Access.
Because in the background, beyond this fucking video on social media, on the phone calls where he's going to have conversations with people, he's going to cuss out Burna Boy and say he's doing some bullshit.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
These guys are going to cuss out everybody and say this guy, but once they flip the camera on, what are you going to say? You're going to try and mellow the thing down and say we need to, all these things you said, do you think people don't know it? These are not primary school kids now.
Yeah,
they're adults. We've gotten to the point where you either call out the bullshit or you don't.
Yeah, if you want true progress in your so-called culture that you are gatekeeping, not gatekeeping, but you say you are a voice, you are a leader, then you have to call out BS like this.
Or gatekeeping in the right way. It's okay. I like some gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is good.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But I can understand, but I'm not going to, just like I don't blame any other person in media who don't call out anybody, I'm also not going to blame Adeshokwe here. Because Adeshokwe worked hard to get where he is today.
Yeah.
and calling out Burna Boy to stop his money or his bag is not going to do it, and I don't encourage him to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Address Okpe, when he was working at Factory 78, grinding hard. The videos are still on YouTube. Grinding hard before Burna Boy had a name to himself. He built himself to this very moment where he is, and he's doing well, whether he's on stage or doing shows. He is one of the industrialists in this thing we call Afrobeats to the world today. He was part of it. So one call out of Burna Boy that will lead to a loss of money or access to him, I can't blame him. On the flip side, do you understand what I'm saying? So maybe in conclusively, maybe don't put out this video because you just look, what's the word? You look like you know the right thing to do, but you're not doing it. Just leave the video and just move on with your life and just say, see, man, because Burna Boy is not Afrobeats at the end. It's not the whole of Afrobeats at the end of the day. I can understand it. I'm not going to stop anybody's bag because people need to eat. People need to feed. And if it's going to call out somebody and it will lead to a loss of revenue, I'm not with it. There are things on this podcast where I say, Steve, that this matter. And it's not because of loss of revenue, but I'm also looking out for everybody here because I know how crazy, diabolical, spiritually, physically people are.
Yeah.
I know the lengths that I've been, you know what?
Anywho,
that's
moving
it.
on from
That's it.
Burna's latest.
Burna, Steve says, has Burna taken it too far? He has not. He has not taken it too far, Steve.
Because there's nothing too far in Nigeria.
He has not taken it too far now. Bro, people get beat up every day. If you have money and you have police around you, people get beat up every day now. For club now, for outside. Do you understand?
People get beat up every day, B.
Do you understand? I saw a guy. I remember when I was clubbing someday, something happened. This guy was clubbing, was partly drunk. Some guys with police, soldiers. Do you understand? This guy with soldiers just around. They say, move your car. Guy was arguing that make I move him. They just went. All 4 tires. One of the guys took his knife, very sharp knife, all 4 tires, and just bust all 4 tires. And I was just looking like, what level of violence is this? What gives you the right to just bust people's tires just like that? But that's where we've got into. Violence rules. Violence, fear. Do you understand? And if you have the backing of politicians in your country, that's it. You can't do anything. That's where we are. So he has not taken it too far. Bro, we live in a country where we have on video a politician took out a single barrel and shot somebody. The guy did not, is walking free today. This same country. And you say somebody beat up somebody, has he taken it too far? Unknown soldiers went to the toll gate and killed people. It was streamed live on Instagram. Live. Everybody saw it. And they said, and they denied it and said it didn't happen. That's taking it too far. Nigeria is a walking crime scene. The whole of Nigeria is a walking crime scene.
That's why an artist can be on Instagram live admitting to assaulting someone.
Yes.
And
there's nothing that's going to happen.
What's going to happen? Are you mad?
What's going to happen? Everybody is praying that they have that level of protection.
Yep.
Nothing is going to happen. He claimed on it. He said it. Yeah. I just steer and slap now. Not me physically assault him now. Not be say 10 men. Not me now.
Chris Brown went to the UK in 2023 and his crew, him and his crew, I don't know who, they beat up a promoter. That's the case he has in this thing. He dropped $3 million as bail, as shorty that he will come back. They seized his passports. Remember, he was in jail.
Yeah,
He was in prison.
They didn't let him. Yeah.
They almost didn't let him talk.
Yes.
Before he had to drop that bail money of $3 million or $2 million. That huge money. As a shorty that he will come back.
That's something that's not British.
The case is going to trial in October this year.
You know what's interesting about this violence stories that I read out? Yeah? You know what's interesting about it? None of it happened in the US or UK or Europe.
No, not now. It's in Nigeria now.
It's Nigeria. All this violence happens in Nigeria now.
No, now.
Nothing happened.
The gangster switches on. He switches on his gangster when he's in Nigeria.
You won't see this behavior in where law is respected.
Nope.
So
Bro,
this
look at
gangster,
look
you
at how
are
running from pillar to post.
Yep.
Just because you did what you kicked somebody out of your concert to see what they dealt. See what they.
Yeah, so remember he went to donate something to one something. He did
just fakery. Man, the guy should run for office. It fits Nigerian office. It can die. It's terrible. And if you are listening to this, if they are playing this to you, try and change. There are millions of people that look up to you. People that will say 30, all these fans and stans and everything. Do you know the lives you can impact by doing the right thing? I don't think if these people understand the power they have to change. Look at how many people write to us and say, thank you for coming in, week out.
Thank you. Yep.
And improving our lives. Because of this, we're able to like just power through a lot of things. Do you know how many times these guys can just come and say, and that's why I love what Patoranking did with ALX.
Yep.
Partner with the company and say, okay, we're going to sponsor education across board for this. I want you people to do something that will even impact people's lives. Nothing like that. Violence. Look at that other one going through social media psychosis now. Odumodu Black. It's just violence. It's just, and they need to help him out. It's not even people need to help him out. He's suffering social media psychosis.
Yeah, something is definitely wrong somewhere.
There's something wrong. Look at all the people that backed him now. They've all left. I was on phone with some of them. They said, no, I would say this guy is not okay. You need to help him. Now they are calling me and say, oh man, you were right. Oh, these guys. Look at what's going on. He needs help. And we're seeing this thing happen in public. And nobody's saying anything until something really happens. Then everybody starts putting candle, and then we're going to do candlelight procession. No, see, the industry doesn't care about. Look at Mohbad. Look at the Mohbad thing. It was public.
Yeah.
They were persecuting this boy.
Yep.
So do we really care about the artist?
The
moment I knew that the industry does not care about his artists. None of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You won't believe when. It was one instance that made me understand that thing. It was when Zara passed away.
Yeah.
When
bro, the amount of fakery I saw with Zara's death.
Is the moment Zara passed away.
That BlackBerry Messenger.
Your mic has switched, Steve.
Oh, God.
Your mic is back now.
Yeah, it's back. I just remember
Zara's death and burial. Actually, it's the burial was the first, the biggest and the first instance and messaging to me that, and this is why I became very ruthless in the music industry, by the way. It further made me not respect anybody, not respect anything.
I don't have any friends there. Yeah.
Because what it showed me was that Osagie, if you serve this industry will serve you back, which is how every industry works, right? If you go into an industry and you work well, that industry will pay you back, whether it's with your pension, whether with what you've done, whether the experience you've gathered, how you can go and play in other spaces in that industry. You understand? And then become something. You become an elder statesman in that industry, whatever. Zara's burial that day, going for the burial. Let me pull up the story because I covered the story. Let me pull up the story.
Who be you and Steve covered the story?
I don't know if Steve was there. It was April 2014. I think Steve had left Net by then. You should come and tell us. He was the one that will know.
No, he was around now.
Osagi, the day Zara died was the first day I met her here.
Not the day Zara died. I'm talking about the day she was buried, not the day she died.
No, I'm talking about okay. I'm talking about the death. The night he died. That was the day I came out from the office and I saw you, Ayo, and Terry, the rap man, in front of the office.
And I got the news. I think you're the one that told me the news.
Yes.
And I headed out.
Because you didn't, you headed out, certainly.
And I remember this recently because Key Connect posted a picture of him and Zara on Twitter.
Yeah, so
it just created a lot of memories, and that's recently, right? Shout out to Key Connect. So Zara suffered from some illness, like an illness, right?
Multiple sclerosis, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me explain something. Zara, before her illness, was like Bizzle in music industry. Do you understand?
Yeah.
She was an artist, but Zara knew everybody. Zara was friends with everybody.
Yep.
Zara was cool with everybody. Zara was at every party, every listening, everywhere. Bizzle is ubiquitous, right? You see me everywhere. It's Bizzle.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how Zara was. This lady fell sick. And the whole industry turned their back on her. They almost treated her like she had some level of status, right? She wasn't an A-list artist, but she was an A-list personality in that space.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like Zara will be, you can Whiskey, TY, anybody, Two-Face, Zara. She's with everybody, right? Zara went from that to, it's almost like they demoted her to, the photographer hustling to get into the parties.
Yes.
That's where she got to.
Yep.
There was one time she was ill. She had slimmed down significantly. And I think she was on like a seat or a wheelchair or something. She attended an
wheelchair,
event. Because she was still going on and everything.
Well, like an Yaya's event now.
Yeah. And they didn't recognize her. Nobody gave a fuck about her. And Zara and I became very close at some point. She traveled during that period, I think. And we used to be on Skype. I used to have like...
Was this like a Yankee citizen or something?
Yeah. I used to be on Skype with her for hours in the early mornings. So like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And we would just be talking. We'll be talking. And somehow, it was just random that day on Twitter. I think she said she's bored or something.
Yeah.
And I just said, well, my Skype is this. And then every night we will meet up and we will talk about our day. She was usually in bed because she was going through the pain and everything.
Physical pain. Very, very painful.
And then we became very close. And I believe she came back to Nigeria. She felt a bit better. And then she passed away. We did the story, blah, blah, blah. I want to read the story I wrote on the day she was buried. A funeral service was held for late Zara Gretti today, April 4, 2014. This story was published on the NetNG. I wrote the story. The service, which was held at Lagos Catholic Cathedral, Lagos Island, started at 10 a.m. and lasted for an hour. It was attended by close friends and family, including her mother. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Her mother, who flew into the country for the funeral service, said. Afterwards, she was taken to Ikoyi Cemetery where she was buried. 3 tributes were given at the ceremony from singer Ijoma Anibo, the Eclectic, the actor now, producer Kraft, and spoken word artist. Yeah, shout out to Kraft. And spoken word artist Elizabeth. Zara's mother was not present at the burial ground. You know how it is in customs. You can't bury your child. You will not be at the burial ground.
You will not be at the burial.
Yeah. Only a handful of Nigerian entertainers and celebrities were present at the event. They included Nikki Laoye and her husband, Jabon. Remember Jabon?
Mm-hmm. I know Jabon.
Emma Naira and manager Obi Franklin. Yemi Alade and a manager. Hit FM's Jimmy and Douglas. Tunde Demuren, Noble Igwe, and winner of Big Brother Africa fame. And other artists like Bubu. Artist manager Bubu. Who remembers Bubu? He's Coca-Cola fan, right? Bubu. Obina Agu. Singer-producer IBK. Producers Kraft. Kid Connect. Night House execs Temi Gomez and Larry Oladimeji. With a few others. She's gone. We need to understand she's in a better place. She had such a huge character. Her lawyer, Ayobami Idris, told Nets. And then their pictures. And that was it. The place looks scanty. And you know why this thing hit me and fucked me up? Because I'd been covering a lot of celebrity weddings during this period.
Yeah.
And the place was always filled.
Facts.
And I was just like, wow. It really hit me and I was just like, this really radicalized me further. Yeah. If you think I was wilding before, this is now when I became And I'm sure you guys must have questioned, is this guy crazy?
Yes.
When an artist will say, oh, I don't want something or something, something or something.
No.
Bro, remember the Nollywood actress that kicked out of the fucking office?
Yep.
One time, they said they were doing something. There was a demo.
Really?
There was a documentary going on. They didn't inform. I said, get out of the fucking studio now. There's no clearance for this. I don't want to know who the fuck this is. Prominent Nollywood actress. Get the fuck out. Because 10 years from now, you're not going to know me and respect me.
Yep.
This is how you need to treat yourself in an industry that does not respect you.
Yep.
So for everything Adeshokwe is doing, trying to be balanced and everything, these guys that you're trying to be balanced with, they don't give a fuck about you.
They don't give a
never
fuck
given
about
a fuck about you. They won't give a fuck about you in the future. There's an interview where Adeshokwe very enthusiastically, over a decade ago, was interviewing Burna Boy after Burna Boy threatened to kill bloggers. Somebody shared that thing in the group, right?
Yeah.
And he was disrespecting Adeshokwe in that video.
Yep.
And Adeshokwe very maturely had to continue the interview, and he put a smile on his face and he continued and powered through that interview. He still doesn't give a fuck about you till now, so there's no point. Except you fear for your life.
Exactly.
Because these guys are also done what? These guys are heavily associated with XYZ, and you don't want anybody fucking you or your children up.
Yeah.
And if that is it, I 100% respect your stance or your silence. But be silent. No need to now address the thing. Because see, now,
you can't go the way you should go. Just keep quiet.
And that's it at the end of the day. I'm looking at all the pictures from Zara's burial. Look at people crying. It's so sad.
Oh, the pictures are still up.
Bro, I'll send you the link. We'll put the link in the show notes. You guys can check it out. Where should I send it? Let me send it to your WhatsApp. Man, I don't wanna be sad. I don't wanna be sad about this shit.
Yeah, man.
Zara, so beautiful. Let's move on to other things. Let's skip this NY time story. We'll do it next week. Ayo, Omah Lay. What should we start with? Which Omah Lay song should I play? Which one is your favorite?
The Canada we do. Oh,
Canada Breeze.
Yeah, Canada Breeze. Sorry.
You know that Ayo does not smoke. It's like the Canada Reed one.
I don't. Sorry. Down.
Nothing to bother me. Last year, the things I did where they worry me. Now I'm over it. Right now, I did forget the galati. I told like it for the currency. I'm so out of the hierarchy. When you see me, give me space. When you see me, power, cause I know no more. Oh, I know no more. Yes, I'm true to myself, so I know no more. I open my eyes, they won't cover up. So I shower myself, thinking up and down. I spiritual.
Ayo, what is your verdict on this album? Give it to us.
My verdict is Omah Lay very good. There are moments on this album that are exceptional, but I'll give it a 6 over 10, which is not a bad score anyway.
What over 10?
6 over 10. 6 over 10. 6 over 10.
See, Ayo's review of albums. See him, because I haven't read and edited a lot of your reviews, right? I've been edited in the past. I don't edit it now. Or I read it now, right? Ayo's whole like universe of albums, your album is either good or bad, right?
No, I've given people average. I've given people
Wait
even average.
wait now. So anytime Ayo does all this, see, 6/10 is like 4/10 for Ayo. All those anything starting from 8, the album is good. Anything see from that 7 downwards, Ayo don't send the
come
album.
on, no, come
You
on.
understand?
I'm not that bad.
That's how I feel you review, but you still do the 6/10, 7/5/10. Do you understand? But for Ayo to give an Omah Lay, because Ayo respects Omah Lay. Do you understand?
Oh,
but if to not give
one of my
Omah Lay
favorite
6/10, it now means that the album no enter for Ayo. Do you understand?
Yeah,
am I
that
right?
pass
Am
will
I
not
right
enter,
or am I
yeah.
right?
Yeah, some parts no enter for me now. Yeah, so I'll
But
say,
what's
bro,
the issue with the album? For you to give it a 6/10, what's the issue? Why is the album not an 8/10? What's going on? Where does it fail? I want to know where it fails, and I want to know where it does well.
Okay, so there are moments of the album, right? In short, in general, the album feels like he's trying to resolve something. That's the whole thing. Like, how can he, and he says that on several tracks, how can he get to the next level, that celestial level, where, you know, he doesn't need that human feeling, he doesn't want it anymore. He wants that level of greatness where he can get to. And that there are moments like that where it's clear. Now, how he resolves this sometimes is the part that I'm like, bro, I don't believe you struck it to right perfectly. There are songs like Julia or I Am supposed to be a declarative statement of, okay, this is who I am. But he now chooses to be a tough guy. Omah Lay's archetype as a singer is not a tough guy. All that you don't know you're fucking with, who you don't know, bro. Omah Lay is not you. Don't bother yourself with that. That is not you at the end of the day. He goes through this whole emotion of, I want to be greater and I'm lonely because I'm a genius, but we never resolve that tension. The music is good though, but when you finish listening to it, you're still like, there's something missing in this. And it is just that whole resolution of, okay, what is the whole purpose of all this now? You don't get it. Although there are songs like the song with the lady he just signed, Elma, Coping Mechanism, right? That is the most beautiful song. That is a point where Omah Lay broke through that barrier, where he really showed that, oh, the whole solution for what I'm feeling is companionship. And that's why when Elma starts singing, the first 2 lines, she says it clearly, that this is what it is, you know, this is how I feel. But I feel that there are other moments where he just feels like, oh, you know, there are some moments where he just loses the plot. The last song, Amen, you cannot tell me that you are looking for greatness, you want to be among the stars, and the last song is about financial security. You yearning for financial security, bruh. Come on.
That's so superficial.
Yeah. If you are judging Omah Lay on how the song sounds and melody, beautiful. But I always keep saying this, and I said this with the last Rema album I did. If you're an artist that you're claiming, I want to be great, that you should look at me as greatness, then the review we are going to give to you, the way we are going to judge you is different from others. I will not go into this album the way I would do a Charlie Poppy album. Charlie Poppy is as you see him as you get. Charlie Poppy is now where I be, now where I be. But if you want to be among the greats, then bro, the way we are going to view your album is going to be different. And I feel that on the album, if you want melodies, if you want those very atmospheric singing, that's very light, ethereal singing, thank you. See, Omah Lay will give you, that's his cheat code. If you wake him up, he will give it to you. But if you are saying that, oh, as a statement, this is what this album is, then let us judge you by that statement. If you are saying you are gunning for this, right, clearly at the beginning of the album, at the end, you're saying it's financial security, bruh. That's a Nollywood plot right there, man. It's not it for me. But music, just say, oh, harmony and melody, wrong vibe. This is then you enjoy this album. But if you want more from him, that more no day. That's my own issue with Omah Lay.
Thank you very much, Harry, for that review. Thank you. Steve, you have anything to add because you were hating on Ayo's review?
No. I think with what Ayo as the way Ayo has spoken about the album, I'll give it more listen, because my problem with it was I didn't discover a theme. for the album, but Aya has discussed some important theme already, so I'll listen more carefully to get my own point of view. Yeah.
All right, super. Let us quickly do this week in history and call it a day.
Oh, yeah,
I think next weekend, if nothing happens much, we can actually do the fanmail because fanmails have piled up again.
Yeah.
But let us quickly do this week in history. This week in history, the first recorded plane crash in Nigeria, right? The first plane crash in Nigeria happened on April 12, 1942 on a hill called Igbo Ilakpa in Ikogosi, Ekiti State. The aircraft, believed to be involved in wartime operations during World War II, was reportedly carrying weapons when it crashed into the forest and burst into flames. In the aftermath, locals renamed the area Igbo Balu, meaning forest of the aeroplane. The crash site remains a point of local historical interest. I would like, you people already know where I'm going to, just responding to this. Was that place cordoned off and has that place become a tourist attraction?
Not a tourist attraction, but a memorial.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if people died. Well, I don't know if people died.
Yeah.
It didn't say, they didn't say if lives were
but you're in Nigeria, you should know the answer by now.
No, it's possible that the pilot, ejected now. They lost.
No, I mean about the memorial. You're in Nigeria with a few decades of experience. So you should know based on repeated behavior what this answer should be. You cannot take a wild guess. Who knows?
You understand? Because that's a very good one where they can cordon it off, call it some, do so many things around it. There's so many things that can be done. Oh my God. Anyways, that happened. On April 13th, 1978, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti died from injuries sustained during a military raid on her son Fela's home. In her lifetime, she led the Abeokuta Women's Union in organized resistance against colonial taxation, successfully challenging both British authorities and traditional rulers. She was Nigeria's first female student at Abeokuta Grammar School, later becoming a teacher, political organizer, and a founding member of the NCNC. She's also the first woman to drive a car in Nigeria. Her work laid the foundation for women's political participation and reform in the mid-20th century Nigeria. This woman is a legend. At the time in 1978, she was already a legend. How did this woman die? Military unknown soldiers, in quotes, stormed Fela's house, saw her in the third floor and threw her from the third floor to the ground, and then she's died from sustained injuries. This is how much Nigeria does not respect you. Do you understand? If they can do that to this woman, this caliber of woman,
they can do to anybody.
Who you be?
Who's your daddy?
Bro.
And then Steve wonders why a Burna Boy rolls around with police patrol.
You know the frustrating thing? For me? What? This thing happens and maybe something happens and everybody just moves on. Like, who was the military officer that gave the command for this?
Who were
the military officer? Who are the military, the officials themselves?
Do you know what they call them unknown soldiers?
That did this.
Do you know what they call them unknown soldiers, Steve?
Why?
Because there was an inquiry and the military ended up saying that
these soldiers were unknown.
That's why they are called unknown soldiers.
That's why Fela now did the song Unknown Soldiers.
Oh my God.
The inquiry went in there and they said they were unknown soldiers. It's like, who were the soldiers? Who gave the go-ahead at October 20? They are unknown soldiers.
They are unknown soldiers. In a country that wants to move forward.
Nigeria, you just need to be patient. You need to be patient in Nigeria and read Nigerian history and understand that the things just happen over and over again. It's when you don't read Nigerian history
that you begin to wonder about things.
Yes. Bro, those Mark Solum books, when I was done with them, it was now clear for me that Nigeria is going nowhere. Because some of the things I thought were in like recent problems and we could solve.
No, they've been here for a long time.
Religion, ethnicity, it's been there. Terrorism.
And if you want to understand the gravity of what Fela's mom did, fighting against those taxes, please There's an episode dedicated to her on Fear No Man. It's a podcast about Fela, the award-winning podcast. Please listen to that episode. The logistics alone. Wole Soyinka was her nephew, right? Wole Soyinka as a child narrated what he saw as a child, where up to 50,000 women all over Bekuta shot everywhere down.
Yeah.
Women. That the kind of songs they were singing for the traditional ruler. They occupied his living quarters. He had to hide and run away. And that's how you treat a woman like that. Nah, this country is a joke, fam.
Who was in power then? Guess who? 78.
We know them now. 77. Oh, did she die in 78?
78 she died. 78.
Who was that? Obasanjo? Who was in power?
77 was Obasanjo, yeah. Because it happened in 77. Yeah.
I'm finding out. Hold on.
There's only one person that's head of state in 77.
But like if Nigeria wants to even move forward, the atrocities,
yeah, man.
There are atrocities that need restitution.
Oh, guess what? They went to put up panel now.
I remember.
They took the military back to the put up panel. Nothing was concluded from it.
Nothing.
Like the atrocities that we need to really solve and really do restitutions for.
And if you hear the stories of
the
people who were living in Kalakuta during that raid, what they suffered. Now that story we'll never hear.
I just remember the police killing in Abuja, where a police officer tried, asking a girl out. Then the guys with him, the girls refused, and they waited for them on the way when they were leaving.
From the club, yes.
And killed all of them.
Yeah. Bro, I'm reading one of David Hundain's books. I have his books. I'm reading one of his books. You know how he starts the book? He starts the book with stories of one time when they were raiding women in Abuja. Any woman that's just at the bus stop, well-dressed, they were raiding them and calling them prostitutes. And for them to be granted bail, you know what they were doing? They will have to sleep with the policemen. The policemen will have to rape them.
Osagie.
Before they were granted bail. He spoke to
scary.
Bro, he spoke to these women. I'm reading this thing, I said, oh, let me read this Davis book. Maybe it's, his adventure, jumping from one place to the other. So I brought it down. I was having dinner. I started reading this thing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Then my daughter asked me, why are you reading? I couldn't explain to her that people are just picked up on the... Bro, these are people's daughters, wives, sisters.
Bro,
I have girls as kids. Imagine if my girl comes back and says, this is what happened. How do you move on? There are women out there who just went outside and were picked up and then they were raped by police, by law enforcers.
See, when I read that story when it came out, not from Hodain's book, right? There was a governmental agency headed by a woman.
She's in the book. She's the one that is running the thing. It's a woman that is running it.
See, Steven, women that were in bars, say woman go lounge. They'll say you're prostitutes. Boom.
You don't understand? People are waiting at the bus stop for keke or bus. They pick them up 8 o'clock at night. Somebody is coming from work. They will just pick you up that you're a prostitute.
This capital city, not one capital city.
You understand? This is in Abuja.
This is not Hisba police, guys.
No,
it's not Hisba police. So
regular
government
police
agency.
Yes,
a government agency headed by a woman.
The thing is headed by a woman.
Well done to everybody.
Bro, do you know the trauma? Do you know the trauma that you set for hundreds of people like that? Trauma. We're not. You understand? So we do all these things. Then somebody will now say Nigeria is the giant of Africa. You understand? Like, we then leave all these things, then focus on the economy and say, look at Paystack, so their company for 200 million. Flutterwave is doing this. These companies, look at what we're doing with fintech. Nigeria is on the precipice of greatness. I'm just looking at all of this, and on the precipice of greatness. As a founder, you've done all this and built these products. Your daughter walks on the bus at the bus stop. They pick your daughter and rape your daughter. My
daughter. If I'm a founder, my daughter will be in
the US.
In the US.
Yeah, you've escaped poverty.
Of course.
Yes, that's
my problem with Nigeria. The people who are enthusiastic about the country do not love the country enough. Because if you love the country enough, your wife, your family, everybody will be there.
schooling.
Let's all be there. Schooling. Let's all be there.
Everybody.
Yes. I see people who are enthusiastic about America. I see people who are enthusiastic about other countries. Everybody of their family are in that country. Do you know? Then I come on X and say something else. You attack me. I'm being short-sighted. I'm not seeing the future. If you saw the future, why are you not invested? Emotionally, financially, and every aspect of your life. Why are you not invested in
they saw the future. That is why they've made a decision. They're like, bro, I don't calculate out. There's no hope. I've done it for the mass. It's not possible. Oh man.
Bro, and if you've ever been in a police issue, is that feeling of hopelessness that nobody can help me? Like you've not done anything wrong. You've not done anything wrong, but you still feel helpless. Well,
that's it. Taiwo Yedele says that the news we read recently about him finally admitting the errors is fake news.
Okay.
Okay.
So I hate how Nigerian public office holders write their press releases. I think
it's
I complained about this in the group.
The tone is condescending in a way.
It's condescending. Then number two, you cannot immediately extrapolate what they are trying to tell you.
What they're trying to say, they dance.
Too many dancing. Our attention has been drawn to the misleading media reports claiming that the Honorable Minister of State for Finance, Mr. Taiwo Edele, has finally admitted errors in the new tax laws. These publications misrepresent the minister's statement, falsely alleging that he urged Nigerians to await the outcome of a legislative probe, a process that has long been concluded and the gazetted copies certified by the National Assembly published since early January 2026. This twisted narrative is unhelpful at the risk of distorting public understanding and misleading the very people the reforms were designed to benefit. The minister during a recent, this thing goes on and on. Can you give me in your first 2 paragraphs addressing that this is fake news and then explaining what has been said?
It's a very strong quote. Simple. No, that drafting around is unnecessary.
And congratulations to all the Nigerian artists performing at Coachella. I saw a glimpse of Davido's performance at Coachella, and I believe Wizkid and Tems got on stage
came out
with
for
Justin Bieber for the classic Essence.
Yeah,
and Tems looking amazing. Wow, it's good.
Come on,
Wiz looking amazing. Look at Wiz. Come on, man. So much style and swagger. Anyways, guys, that's it. That is it. We have come to the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it as usual.
Yes, sir.
Hope you guys enjoyed it as usual. Any other thing you guys want to chip in before
Arsenal will not win the league.
My God, losing to Bournemouth yesterday. Fuck, I didn't even know what to say. I was gone. I don't know.
I was not shocked though. Let me tell you. Once I see Havertz in midfield, guaranteed L. Nah. But the man who earns £15 million a year still does not know that in his 6th year as the Arsenal coach. We'll talk in May. It's still April.
That's
how do you know?
He's been saying it since it's still November. No worries, still April. Guys, we'll see you on the next episode of the pod. Catch you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Charlie Papa, moi yesia, Papa oh. Charlie Papa, moi yesia, Charlie Papa, moi yesia, Papa oh. Charlie Papa, moi yesia, Ipayame mara medawasi ewada wachirami Ipayame mara medawasi medopa Tamuno bo Obasi zizio Papa Moyesia.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.
Jolly Papa Moyesia, Papa oh. Jolly Papa Moyesia.
You're now listening to Loose Talk.